Welcome, everyone. I am live, of course, for the Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. Just give me 1 second.
As they try to make it 2 in a row against Vegas. Yeah, on the mental side of it, I mean, when you go into games knowing that you have the best goalie on the ice, it just kind of frees your mind as a player. You go into it just recognizing, listen, we don't have this.
And of course, we are ready here for Vegas and Minnesota. Trent, you were right. It is a tough, and there was that one save, Cam Talbot maybe with the stick, but it is a tough road to win fantasy baseball. But as you said, it's not over yet. So it's only, the third day? And you're only up by 10, and some of my batters haven't played yet. So we'll wait and see some more.
For this club is the way they defend in front of him, not just moving their feet and moving the puck, but getting in front of pucks when necessary.
But here we go. So we will be underway soon. They're just the end of the pregame here in Vegas for the Golden Knights and the Wild. Remember that big win, Minnesota? They came back and had that shootout victory against Vegas. Minnesota trying to edge their way into the top echelon of the West Division right now. Third, 4 points behind Vegas and 6 points behind Colorado. They're going to need a win, and they would. It would be very good for the Minnesota Wild if St. Louis does a number in Colorado. St. Louis is right now out of the playoff picture. They're a point behind fourth place Arizona, who are not playing today. We will be streaming till the end of the night. There's one game since the Vancouver-Calgary game, Edmonton game didn't happen. There's one more game that hasn't started. It's 57 minutes away from puck drop, and that's San Jose and LA.
He changed things up front before the game Thursday. He'll have to do it again tonight.
Tatis doesn't have a hit yet? Oh, wow. Well, actually, Nathan's at that game. That's why he's not here right now.
Just right, so it's a minor injury, but he will not be in the lineup tonight. And with that move now, Nico Sturm draws back into that fourth line spot. Bukestad bumps up.
But here are your lines for Minnesota. Top line is Greenway, Eriksson, Ek, and Kaprizov, Fiala, Raskin, Bonino, Johansson, Hartman, and Bukestad, and Sturm, Johnson, and Rao.
One thing that still hasn't changed is this guy, Kirill Kaprizov. Season high, 24 minutes and 9 seconds. We asked Dean Evason about the way teams have targeted him, more physical play, longer shifts. He said, nothing seems to affect this guy. It takes me back to when I was in Washington with Alex Ovechkin. There's something about these Russians. They have a recovery rate that is different. And he says, I believe this guy can continue to play big minutes. And with Zuccarello out tonight, it would be no surprise.
So no Zuccarello, but interesting. They'll put Sturm in.
It was a scintillating game. The Wild got a huge win last time out.
We'll see what happens here in this game. After Minnesota got that shootout win, can the Wild win against Vegas? And can they do it in regulation? Puck drop coming very soon.
You'll find a massive number of basketball betting options. Bet point spreads, money lines, and game totals directly from your mobile device. Sign up now. We'll match your first deposit up to $200.
So the 7 o'clock games, we're edging our way to the third in Buffalo. Rangers up by a goal. 3-0 Florida. Third period starting in a matter of seconds there. 2-1 Islanders. Flyers have just scored a goal to cut it within one. It's Giroux. So the go-ahead goal now is Beauvillier. We're tied in rally, Hurricane Stars. And in about 5 minutes, the third period is going to start in Montreal. 4-3 Senators. Ready to look for Easter eggs? I'm not going to look for them. Whatever. Well, so we're on the same point as this game. We should be dropping the puck in Denver between the Blues and the Avs. And then, of course, they said in an hour. And we'll have the end of that game after this game's over. San Jose and LA from Staples Center. The three games have already gone final. Bruins 7, Penguins 5. We had that broadcast. Lightning 2, Red Wings 1. We also had that. And then the game that we did not have at a broadcast of, a big game in the playoff matchup, the Predators continued their dominance over Chicago. 3-0 shutout over the Blackhawks.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired.
Also, Dallas just forged ahead in rally. 3-2 Stars. Caro is the guy that gets the go-ahead goal for Nashville. Game-winning goal, if anyone's wondering. Game-winning goal is Tolvanen. Game-winning goal for Tampa was Braden Point, and game-winning goal for Boston was Pasternak. Go-ahead goal for the Rangers, Artemi Panarin, his second of the game. He's had all Ranger goals. Go-ahead goal for the Panthers is Vigar. Go-ahead goal for the Islanders, we said that was Beauvillier, his second goal of the game. All Islander goals are Anthony Beauvillier's. And a go-ahead goal for the Ottawa Senators is Yevgeny Dadonov.
Mentality instilled by their coach. I think our group's real good at forgetting. We learn from our mistakes and then we let it go and we go forward. And our group's done a real good job of that. I think we don't dwell on what's happened. They don't in the room. Regardless if it's a positive thing the day before.
I think Wild should draft Cole Sillinger. I don't think the Wild need to worry about the draft at this point. Out of the teams that I like, I don't think they have to. They're not even good. Like Vancouver has to think about draft picks and who they can put in or playoff rush and who they could draft later on. New Jersey rebuilding, Detroit rebuilding, Minnesota are third in their division and are 4 points behind second place. And if they win in regulation tonight, could be 2 points behind second place. They do not have to worry about draft picks. I think I'm going to drop Chris Archer. Why would you drop Chris Archer? It's going to be Fleury in net for Vegas. It was Lehner the other night. Talbot got the win.
North-South game, the lines were juggled the other night by Dean Evison. He was asked during one of his scrums why the lines were juggled up. He wanted more North-South hockey. He wanted less East-West. He split up the big three, the Fiala, Kaprizov, and Zuccarello line. A lot more East-West.
And the GK line, the geeky line is out there for Minnesota. Eriksson, Greenway, and Kaprizov. Backed it out, through again now. Moving from the line. Kaprizov sitting there, hit by Eriksson, Greenway. Working out. Back on the smaller defender, that's Marchessault. And dropped it out, Kaprizov holding it. Over there, Matt Dumba shooting wide. And it deflects out of play. So no Foligno, no Zuccarello. Parise still out for COVID. Reeves is out for a lower body. And Zach Whitecloud, who played the other night, is out for an undisclosed injury. It was not reported to the media. And just like that, Minnesota got their first shot on goal. Face off in that Vegas end, but now brought in. Here's Pacioretty to center. Trying to toe drag this through. Stone was there. Pacioretty as well. Spurgeon, they try to gap it out from Suter. And back out away Stone. Mark Stone with the puck. Stone. And the send-off Spurgeon. And now the Wild bring it out 3-on-2. Moves it across. Bonino's there. Bonino had it and he lost it. And it's passed in front. Deflects off of another Minnesota player. Bonino's there. Now back behind the goal. Trying to get it over to Rask. And was able to take the puck. Stone tries to rifle this in, but it's blocked off another Minnesota player. And now over is Nosek. Shoots wide. Hartman with it. Hartman sending in behind. Tried to stash it off the wall for Tuck. Hartman He lost the puck. Noshek and Suter do battle. It's thrown in behind off the goaltender. A pass out again. And Bukestad trying to take it. Noshek was there. Carpenter as well. Noshek takes a big hit. Now out again. Trying to find Carpenter. And he'll throw this in. Talbot will backhand behind the net. Back-to-back nights for Talbot. Well, not back-to-back nights. He played on Thursday, not yesterday. Moved it in through. Johansson tries to send it up the middle. Johansson gets it back. Fires to the net. Fleury. And Rao went to the front of the net. So that was a problem for the former Penguin to see. More movement. There's a shot. Theodore. Glove down by Talbot. That is shot number 1 for the Golden Knights. His last 8 games, Talbot, he's 6-1-1, a 1.72 goalie average. That's 5th in the National Hockey League. A .948 save percentage. That's also 5th in the National Hockey League. His previous 5, he was ranked 52nd, 45th, and 42nd in the league, and all those other 3 stats I just named. So he was an average goalie in the NHL until the last 5 games where he's been superstar. Face-off thrown in back at the Minnesota side of the ice and out to Ian Cole, but stretching it over, a chance through, just went off the glass. Wilder throw it back, and Stone was there. He's got Martinez working. Alec Martinez can't get there. Rao, and now back to Martinez. Martinez stretches this off the glass. A shot on net went wide off the glass again. We're 3 minutes in to Denver between the Avs and the Blues, if anyone's wondering there. Up high on Carrier to the net. Save made. Talbot. And Carrier couldn't stuff it. Martinez back off of another stick. And he just had sticks down low. Now Rao tries to slink this off the wall. Back for the Wild in their own zone. Up the middle again. Soucy was there. And now the Knights in. Marchessault, a shot. This cycled wide off the boards. And now the Wild to bring it up. They start on the right wall. There's Eriksson Ek. It's the geeky line back out there. Kaprizov with a hit. Send it in back. And Jonas Brodin there. Now Riley Smith. Smith sends that back in. Dropped off a backhander. And William Karlsson couldn't get it. Now up, it's Dumbo over to Greenway. Jordan Greenway looking for the puck. Back over to Kaprizov. Sends in, and a stuff attempt by Greenway does not go through Fleury. Fleury makes the save, holds on, with Greenway pushing and shoving literally with Braden McNabb. Down 18. That's not great, but my strength is pitching, and my top pitchers are going to come back soon. And I still have batters to start. I still have innings left in the batters games today. So you did really show yourself. Pacioretty in, backhander off of Glass. But I will be coming back soon. Glass with it. Holds, shoots, blocked off again. Glass tries to send this through. Pacioretty. Yeah, probably. You'll probably be up by 5. Yeah. Each game, each day is going to be close. If my pitchers can come through, that'll be the difference. There's a shot at the blue line and a save made. Theodore on Talbot. Talbot on Theodore, as Holden also was there at the blue line, at least.
Good job of sorting everything out down low, keeping them to the outside. The best that they could do was get the puck up to the top and get the puck on net. And
the Pacioretty line will go change.
Since the beginning of the year, just absolutely no rebounds laying around. That for me is a clear indication to tell you whether a goaltender's on his game, and especially when you're playing on the road and you're trying to get.
Also, the Flyers have tied the game. It's 2-2. Talbot will square this and hold the puck. It's imperative Philadelphia wins. because if they don't win and the Rangers hold, they will be looking up to the New York Rangers and Boston in the standings.
An exception to the rule on Thursday. Vegas scored first and Minnesota gave it a shootout. That's only the third time Vegas has lost a game with the first.
This is only the third time all year long in the last game that Minnesota won that the Wild have struck first. Excuse me, the Vegas Golden Knights have struck first and lost the hockey game. 2 other times it happened. Yeah, that's true, Trent. Bukestad back out away. I'll follow that game a little bit. Also, it's 9-1 Houston thumped Oakland. Rematch of the playoff matchup last year where Houston, and they went on to the American League Championship Series. Were down 3-0 and then came back to force Game 7, but got throttled in Game 7. And they were eliminated from a chance to go back to the World Series. Spun in behind Bukestad. Tries to throw it across. Bukestad gone off. Alec Martinez now will send this through. It's Waugh. Tried for Nosek and Tuck. Tuck will fire in against his former team. Waugh wanted it. Nosek scores. That was not a goal that I think he wanted to give up, but he gave it up, and it's 1-0 Vegas. And Tomas Nosek in the building where he scored 2 incredible goals against Braden Holtby in his only Stanley Cup final win, just off of the skate of Waugh. All the Minnesota players went there, and this was badly handled on a bouncing puck. And it's Tomas Nosek who shovels this in. 1-0 Golden Knights. And this is shot number 4 on Talbot. The 5th goal of the year for Nosek. They will redo this draw. Johnson out there. A tie-up, and Minnesota wins the face-off. Back out again. They are now announcing the Tomas Nosek goal, and I saw what you said about Ottawa winning against Montreal. That's good. Is icing against the Wild. 4-3, shots in favor of Vegas and goals in favor. 1-0 of the Vegas Golden Knights. And again, Vegas scores the first goal. The Wild did it the last time. Can they do it here? We'll have to see. Fourth line out for Vegas again. Back for Nick Holden. Tried to throw it on through again. It comes across. Back for Vegas, Holden there. And Colasar, he takes a hit, but he gets it over to McNabb, who's got Carrier and Carlson. Holden to the back. Looked for Carlson. Holden got stood up. Moving there is Johnson and Sturm, along with Soucy. Johnson a hit on Holden, but it's kept in. Carrier shooting that off the wall, and Carlson wanted it. Backed out McNabb. They pursue out, and it's Marchessault again with it. Jonathan Marchessault. A pass back over to Marchessault, and he's got McNabb in behind him. Marchessault sending his weight on through. Dumba there. And now barreling over for Jonas Brodin. Dumba trying to truck across on Eriksson Ek there. And back out again. Greenway shoots, save, Fleury. This puck bounces through a couple of sticks, and now Pietrangelo has it. Out to center. And this went off of Nosek's stick. Tomas Nosek will send it back out again for Alexander Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo to Martinez. Former Blue to former King. And here's a former Senator, Stone. Stone with it. the captain of this hockey team. Look for it now, Matt Dumba. Dumba has it. Holds and looks for a perfect pass. Maybe not perfect, but he does find Suter, who drops it into the middle. Rask spun to the left corner. And the Knights, Stone, tries to back pass this into the middle. And now the Wild stretch it out. Moving one across. Fiala shoots, save, Fleury. Rebound, puck loose. But the Knights, Glass over to Pacioretty. Pacioretty double pump this over to Theodore. And it's dropped off from Stone. And then the Wild trying to get this over to Rask. Gloved it down, but kept in. Victor Rask, the back pass. Looks for Bonino, who tries to send it over to Fiala. And the Knights have it. Dropped it out again. Holden fires in. Wild trying to take this puck away. And it's Hartman with the pass to Bukestad. Shoots at a safe Fleury. Rebound, puck comes in behind again. It rimmed off at the blue line and backhanded in for Hartman again. This is floated at the line. And now Tuck. And sent off a couple pucks. Was offside. 11:21 to go in the first period. 1-0, no check in the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's take a look at what's going on in the rest of the National Hockey League quickly. 12:18 in the first period. St. Louis and Colorado. Colorado has 6 shots on goal. St. Louis has 8. It is Colorado just jumped on the power play, though. Scoreless still between the Avs and the Blues. 41 shots on goal for Chicago. Unbelievable. But a shutout, 21 shots on goal there. I want to read the shots on goal. Tampa had 29. Detroit had 26. Pittsburgh at 28. Boston at 28. Okay, and the other game's going on. Still going on. 6:42 to go in the third. Rangers up 2-1. 23 shots on goal for New York Rangers. 26 for Buffalo. Columbus has gotten into that game. It's 3-1. Bjorkstrand from Del Zotto and Texier. Del Zotto, the former Ranger. 38 shots on goal for Florida. For Columbus. 30 shots on goal for Florida. 4 minutes to go in the third period. 31 shots on goal for Philadelphia. 16 shots on goal for the New York Islanders. 2-2 there. The game-tying goal, Giroux. Villiers has all the Islanders goals. Giroux has all the Flyer goals. 3-2 still, Dallas Stars. They've got 21 shots on goal. Carolina has 36 shots on goal. 5-3 Ottawa. They've got 25 shots on the Montreal netminder. 30 shots on goal for the Canadiens. And that's it so far for all those other games. The closest game to ending right now is Philly and New York Islanders, but the New York Islanders and the Flyers are tied at 2.
The way he played 2 state championships, Mr. Hockey in 2011, and Dean Evison, guys, has been praising the grit that he's been showing lately.
Well, Rao, look at, he's a Minnesota native from Eden Prairie High School. He was Mr. Hockey for the state of Minnesota in 2011. A real good guy. McNabb closes shooting over the goaltender. The Wild trying to get this out to center. They will get this out to center. And a great pass up for Eriksson Ek, but they are saying that the Kiki line was offside.
Yeah, that's interesting. And here, look at McNabb is able to just walk down the pipe there to makes a great play at the top of the blue line to get Kirill Kaprizov off of his feet, and Talbot on top of the paint.
This is the McNabb shot that just went up high and missed completely.
Double overtime goal by Kyle Rao. I mean, does that not sum up how that guy plays hockey? I mean, it just sums up his whole career, not his career, but how he goes about his business.
Dumba back out to center. Whatever. I don't know what the point of that. Any of those emojis are, but there's a shot. Trying to find it on Fleury. Backhander. Rebound. This goes wide. Bonino tries to stretch it away, and it's Fiala. Fiala on it. Kevin Fiala tries to send this over. It's Bonino again. Bonino has Fiala in front. Over to Dumba. Shooting save. Fleury. Rebound. Bonino has it. And it's skied up high again. Fiala poked off his stick. Nice try to send it out to center. They will go to center. Victor Raskin. Now it's Riley Smith. Smith with it. Holding back at the circle. Looking out for Marchessault. Riley Smith to Theodore. Theodore sends this one off the goaltender. Theodore back out again. Marchessault shooting, blocked up high, and it is Carlson. Carlson on the backhand. Dumba will send this at the Minnesota bench, and Bonino going down, tries to throw it in, and he will. All the way to Fleury, who's out of his net, and sends it over to Holden.
Johansson, and he's able to force it off the center ice.
Yep. I guess I'm saying you guys are playing a decent game, right? That game has more time left than this game. So if that game continues to do that, we'll have some play of that. And then of course the LA San Jose game will be the next one. A Suter throws this off the boards, and it can be taken back and icing against the Wilds, and Holden gets a little push with 9:02 to go in the first.
Marc-Andre Fleury, how he's not completely on top of his game, gave up 4 goals, as I mentioned. Nice little nifty play there at Bonino.
But this is a good puck movement there by the Wild. They just couldn't get it in for Bonino. It kind of went backhand. Maybe should have went forehand, but who got pressure? Who's got pressure?
I don't think that one ever did get back on that, but this guy right here's played center his whole career, is playing a little bit of right wing right now, and that's a whole new adventure. When you've been a center that long, when you come back into the zone, you build so much.
Yeah, I know you are. Spurgeon with it on in behind.
Drifting down a little bit too deep, so it takes a little bit of time to kind of get used to a new position.
Minnesota, they'll bring this up the middle, and spawn away is Johansson. And the Knights try to throw this through, and they will get it to center ice. Have some bobbling of the puck. There's a shot en route, goes off the glass. Martinez with it. We'll send this out behind. It's Stone on the backhand. Stone still goes in behind 2 legs, and there's Theodore. Out there for Martinez. Stretched it up and never went through. And back out into the Vegas zone goes Theodore. Shea Theodore, and brought out. There is Rao. And taken away, Pacioretty. Less than 8 minutes to go in this first period. Jonas Brodin tried to backhand it away. It is sent off a few circles there. Rao, and then the Vegas Golden Knights, they will backhand this in. Sent at the line. Holden with it. Away from Sturm, and now Nosek. And sent back out again. Hit on tuck by Brodin. Jonas Brodin. What? Yeah.
3-1-1 against the Golden Knights so far this year. They'll meet twice at St. Paul before the season is over. Kaprizov ahead to Dumba.
We're saying it because those are the teams that you hate. Sent out again, a shot, save Fleury. Rebound puck couldn't get through. Spurgeon cycles it back in behind. Over Kaprizov, holding Kaprizov, a shot that wouldn't go through again. Spurgeon looking for it. And now it's Kirill Kaprizov, a shot to the goal. Never went through completely. Manifesting it away, Jordan Greenway. Puck will find its way down and clear. This is icing against the Golden Knights. With 6:52 to go in the first period.
Jared Spurgeon jumped in and just to keep the puck alive. I mean, the Wild have done a much better job here. I thought for sure that puck was maybe going to go back to Greenway from Eck, but
Panthers have scored another goal, 4-1. We've got 46 seconds left in the third period between the Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers. So that's important to know. Rangers game, we got to track that. Sabres have tied the game. That's 2-2. So that'll be interesting, especially if both teams get at least a point. Sent over for Vegas. Pietrangelo with it. Back out again. Marchessault shooting up high. Harassed by Suter. Now back down again. And now Spurgeon. He's in. Fiala dragging, shooting, a rebound off of Fleury, and the puck is bobbling out, and it's gloved down Bukestad, but then he loses it to center, and now here 2-on-1 for the Knights, dropped over Marchessault, another shot. What a save by Talbot! Talbottian! And Theodore can't believe it. Swearing and cursing and looking up, going, how did Cam Talbot make this stop? But Theodore had this net wide open, and he just caught the skate of the former Ranger. Yep, that game is looking like it is going to overtime. Still says 5 seconds on my thing, but yep, we're going to overtime in Nassau. Flyers get a point, an extremely vital point. And we've got 2:12 left in the third period between the Rangers and the Sabres. 2-2 tie. Yep, Dallas has a 1-goal lead. That is true. 4-1 Florida over Columbus. They're back to the 3-goal lead thanks to Frank Petrano. And late in the third, yes, 3-2 Stars. Still 5-3 Sens. And it's 1-0 Avs. Nathan McKinnon from Gabriel Landeskog and Devon Hayes. I hate to say it, but I really got to start rooting against your team now because it's not helping the Wild.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by a sport.
We're now with 66 seconds left in the third, still 2-2 between the Rangers and the Sabres.
Places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
We're about to start overtime in Nassau.
Cam Talbot comes up with another remarkable save. Sometimes you got to have a
6 minutes to go in the first period here.
Well, this is one of the hottest defensemen in the NHL. 12 points in his last 12 games, and Cam Talbot was there if that puck would have been handled clean to get his pad on it, but he catches it with his back pad, and the puck stays out of the net.
So Talbot.
Probably makes the conventional save, but oftentimes you see that where the changeup beats you. Not Talbot. No, you see it all the time, and the thing that's been interesting with his game is he's been so technically sound.
Rooting against your team will make hockey depressing. Why? Because your team's going to win all the time? Is that what you're saying? It just statistically, it's better for the – like, I'll be happy for you if your team does well, but, like, Minnesota is going to need Colorado not to win or delayed offside against Vegas. I saw what you're doing there. Made it fun. Also, I want to ask you guys, what did you think of my Vegas video? Vegas. What did you think of my Buffalo video? The full, not like the one last night, but the full 50-minute Buffalo video. What did you guys think of that? I need to know your opinion. Stone sets it up. McNabb shooting on the outside of the net, and Brodin trying to take this puck out. And he got hit. And the pass in front for Pacioretty never went through, but Stone keeps it in off of McNabb's skate to Petrangelo's stick. Blocked up high and back to Stone again. I liked all but the end. Yeah, you're a Flyers fan, so you would hate the end. I did kind of want to show their I don't want to be too negative. I did kind of want to show their success. It took like 2 days working on that. It was a hard video to create. Also, if anyone baseball fans, it's 2-0 Twins. And 2-0 Rockies over the LA Dodgers. Avs fan 29, how do you feel? That's surprising. And it's 2-0 Padres, so you know, Nathan's happy at the game right now. There's a shot on Talbot, cycled off the glass. Backed out Theodore. Hard. You're a kid. I should have thought you were going to think that was funny. Ian Cole, and there's a hit by Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov. Trying to throw this pass in again. Dropped out. Nosek took a hit. Tuch has it. Alex Tuch. They streak to the middle. Tuch hit the glass with the puck there, and it spun out. Tuch behind. Tuch tries to send it on back. And sent in by, it's Nosek at the blue line. Tries to throw it in. It is blocked, and it drops out high. Fiala with a hit. Wild, they're going to move it up. Back out again, Bonino, and the puck comes into the Vegas bench. I'm not celebrating till it's over yet. And we go to commercial. Don't know how much time is left. Flyers, Islanders, 2:08 left in overtime. We're still playing.
Expired. Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
It's a lot of house. Hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
Rangers Sabres game went to overtime. It's underway. So the Rangers get a point. The Flyers get a point.
Place your sports bets at PlaySugarHouse.com.
Philly has taken a 2-point lead. A foul called on Brooklyn. New York knocks down a 3-pointer.
You'll find a massive number of basketball.
So the Rangers are within 4 points on Boston, and the Flyers are within 4 points on Boston. If either can win, they will both be within 3. We don't want one, we want 2. You kind of need 2. You're going to need 2, especially because the Rangers already have a point.
Great Clips, official hair salon of the 2021 NHL Gaming World Championship.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community.
Sabres also haven't won since they thumped you 6-1. So they haven't won since they edged out the losing streak. So they're starting a new losing streak. The Stars Hurricanes game has gone final. Dallas 3, Carolina 2. 32 seconds left in overtime between the Islanders and the Flyers. Backed out again. Rask thrown over to Dumba. Dumba with it. Sends it at the blue line. Kaprizov. Dropped up. Flyers intentionally lost to Buffalo. Haha. No, you know they didn't. But icing.
How to get into the Xcel Energy Center and everything that will be happening here when fans roll out. 3,000 fans will be present. Wild play 2 big games against Colorado on Monday and Wednesday. How exciting is that going to be for Wild fans to get back in the building and watch this team has got off to a great start.
How about that? I think they just announced that, or I'm going to have to hear it again, but I think the Wild and the Avs game on Monday is going to be the first game of the season with fans in the Xcel Energy Center. If that's the case, I'm really excited. Colasar shot and a save by Talbot, and as Anthony LaPantha just said, didn't even see the puck, and he still stopped it anyway. Bukestad looking that over for Johansson. And he backhands this over. Bukestad again. Hartman with it. Hartman takes a hit but delivers it back out. A point shot. And now it's Johansson. Battled off at the wall. Bukestad tries to go and help. Puck loose. Glove down. The Wild will try to shoot this in. It's blocked out again. And then it'll just come across for Fleury to play it behind his net. In order for Pittsburgh to keep the record, the Wild made a stupid decision. What? For letting fans back in? Why is that bad? 2 seconds left in overtime, guys, between the Flyers and the Islanders. Rangers game is still tied 2-2 in overtime. Both of those games might be going to shootout. And Talbot will make the save again with 128.
The other night, robbed by Cam Talbot with the paddle of his blade against Talbot, looks to the other side and thinks the puck's coming out. Colasar.
Flyers Islanders is going to a shootout.
That looked to me, that might have missed the net on the far side. Talbot makes a blocker save while looking the other direction. He was lucky that that puck didn't hit the back of his head.
156 left in the first period. The Blues Habs fan. The fans of the Blues have tied the game. Ryan O'Reilly from Braden Shen. So we've got a 1-1 tie in Denver. That'll be a very interesting game as that goes out along. Pacioretty took a hit at the wall, and this puck will come out of play with 1:12. 55 seconds left in the Colorado-St. Louis game.
Go through stretches like that as a goaltender. I mean, we all know how engaged and dialed in Cam Talbot is, but even reaching back with your stick there the other day, I mean, you have to have I'm not gonna say luck, but you have to be a little bit fortunate from time.
Ranger Sabres still tied.
Over the years, kiss their posts and
Right out to center. Pacioretty over to Riley Smith up the middle. Drops it out again. A shot goes high. Over the goalie. Still 1-0 Vegas. Victor Rask sent this back. They've been very good defending. Vegas has. Bonino tried to throw this through. They've had chances on goal. They haven't looked incredibly dominant offensive, but they have had great chances. And Talbot's he's been incredible. Victor Rask will send this in. Fiala looking at where Martinez is. Now Fleury gets out behind. Backhands this up high. Bjugstad wants it. Fiala with it. Wrist this in around. Bjugstad, Susi. Now it's Dumba. Dumba backhanding it away and it deflects out of play. Okay. It's 4-2 Panthers. Yep, there you go. 32 seconds left in Buffalo. 2-2 Rangers and Sabres. This is the third time these guys have gone to overtime. The Rangers have won it in the building in overtime twice in their two meetings in Buffalo in overtime. Lafreniere the first time and the second time Zibanejad. And we're going to shootout, I believe. No. Yes, we are. I misread it. Backed out, down again, 20 seconds to go. Vegas trying to get there, and it's brought down again. End of the first period in Denver. This is thrown to center ice, 10 seconds to go. Hartman stretched it back out and dropped through. Suter will rifle it off the wall. And the Knights are still going to hold it. We are at the end of period 1. 1-0.
quite on top of his game, so that's going to need to continue through the second period.
-1 in the first period. They came into this game with the best goal differential, the opening frame of the match.
Wild, the Golden Knights won thanks to Tomas Nosek. The Wild, nothing, but Minnesota's made some great defensive and goaltending plays. They make this, they win, you said? Okay, I'm gonna put that on right now. If I can find it.
Because the manager, he will not leave. They are still out there. As you can see, the Zambonis on the ice.
Barzal with a chance to win it. He scores! Or not to win it, excuse me. To take the lead, it's Barzal. Yeah. It's Barzal just like that. If the Flyers don't get this, the Islanders will win. And then it would set up some theatrics with the Rangers game. Voracek is in. Save made, Varlamov. Flyers will only get a point. Matt Barzal gets the game winner in the shootout.
They're the team everybody loves. The team at NHL Network. Catch up with the news of the day on NHL Now. Get instant analysis with NHL Tonight. fly.
Every game matters.
All season long on NHL Network.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by a sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
He's a shooter, and he's got that long reacher out of Tage Thompson. Between the hash marks. Tries a shot, he scores!
Great quick release right there from the.
I'm just putting on the radio. I can't get the TV broadcast, but I am.
See it right in the inside.
Yeah, just joking, Trent. But I am
under the glove.
putting on the Rangers Sabres thing so I can figure out what's happening.
Goaltender has no chance on that one. Nice move there by Tage Thompson.
Mika Zibanejad in across the Buffalo blue line between the hash marks with a deke, and Allmark keeps it out.
Okay, so 1-1 still with that game.
Yeah, Allmark, he's gold at this. He's money. And he's showing it right here. Zibanejad trying to get in tight, trying to put this one on the ice. But you look at those pads. It's past the post, so nothing's going in between the post and his skate because it's 6 or 8 inches past and nowhere for Zibanejad to go.
Casey Middlestat can put it away here. Middlestat walks in
So
between the
Middlestat.
backhand save by Shesterkin.
All right, so Shesterkin stopped that.
Now he got himself in a situation here where he's off to the side. He's on his backhand.
Think of the Rangers score here, right?
He just kind of tries to flip this puck up and over, and he doesn't get it high enough. It only goes halfway.
And he's able to keep it under the net. Well, we don't know how much latest has seen of Kako in these situations, but here we go. Kako between the hash marks on his forehand. Backhands. Allmark.
Okay, so there you go. Rangers and Buffalo and Philadelphia go to overtime in a shootout, but both of them don't win. So the Flyers stay ahead of the Rangers. There you go. Rangers get a point. Flyers get a point, but they both lose in the shootout. Reinhart, the game winner in the shootout for Buffalo. Barzal, the game-winning goal in the shootout for the Sabres. Thank you, Heidi Gertzmacher, for the sub. We are 4 away from 500.
Come on, you've driven past Plant Detectives for years. Don't settle for the ordinary. Shop where the pros shop. Plant Detectives on Route 206 in Chester, New Jersey. Get hundreds of combined years of experienced staff knowledge to help you.
All right, let's see what games are on right now.
It's no mystery. You won't find
Florida won 5-2.
service anywhere.
Buffalo won in a shootout 3-2. New York Islanders won in a shootout 3-2. 3-2, 6-3 Ottawa wins. So now we only have 2 games going on right now. That's Colorado, St. Louis in a shootout. Vegas, Minnesota also in a no, not in a shootout. Excuse me, at the end of the first. Vegas, Minnesota at the end. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy the Ottawa Senators won. It helps Vancouver. And then Minnesota, Vegas, as I said, in this game. And then puck dropping about 11 minutes from Los Angeles between the Kings and the Sharks. And we'll have that game later. But just wait for this game to come back. This game has 11:45 left in it. 1:46 left in it.
It's a community inspired by a sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
NHL GWC is back. Oh, baby, have your fun, baby. Register now and get all the details at NHL.com/gaming. Honda, the official vehicle of the 2021 NHL.
Received Darno, Archer, Miguel Sano. Trade who? Maeda.
Still got it.
Okay, look at what I sent. My pitcher that you want is too much stock. I'm not trading that pitcher. Darno's not as good as a catcher, and I already have two. This top outfielders doesn't have the numbers of some of the other guys. There's no way I'm getting these guys.
1-0 after one so far in Las Vegas. That inside Mall of America studio, I'm Audra Martin. Monday night, the Wild will have 3,000 fans inside the XL Energy Center for the first time.
I think he's up by like 6.
Being taken to ensure a safe return for everyone.
He's up by. Oh God, no, he's not up by 6. He's leading 136 to 121. But don't worry, Abs fan. The score kind of trickles down, and I have a lot of players that haven't finished their games yet. And my top pitchers are not playing because of rotation, and they should be playing at the end of the week. So he is winning. He's winning, I think, by 14 or 15, but I'm fine.
We have this infrared sanitizer that cleans it continuously. That's on the escalator. So that's kind of a really
Yep.
neat.
And yes, it's official at Fan 29 as they're showing in one of the commercials here about the health sanitizer and the health checker and face masks and everything. Minnesota is getting fans on Monday. Fans will be coming to the XL Energy Center for Wild and Avalanche. Avs fan, I can't put in the top pitchers. They're not pitching. You understand how pitching rotation works? They rotate. He works off of bats. I work off of arms. That's how it works. But Avs fan 29. Avs fan 29. It's happening. Avalanche Wild. It's official. From XL Energy Center, there will be fans. So I'm excited for that. Really? That's going to be really fun. I can tell you that.
So I'm kind of glad that we were able to accelerate our efforts, and it'll make the fan experience that much easier, frankly. So there's a lot of good things about that.
It's going to be louder now that there's actual fans. You have to realize that. Avs fan, how was the game? How was the game last night though in 4-0? How was the game last night in Denver? Was it like crazy, incredible? Like how was it?
It's a 1-0 Vegas lead after the first 20. We'll send you back out to Sin City for stats and highlights next.
The team everybody loves. If you haven't already heard it,
It was
NHL Network with a lineup that's got every hockey fan shouting.
7:05 left in the intermission. Still 1-0 Vegas.
With news and buzz,
I wouldn't be surprised.
followed by live look-ins and breakdowns on NHL Tonight. The big picture perspective. Then on the fly wraps up the night with all the highlights and news.
Every game and every point matters.
The championship team is here all season long on NHL Network.
The Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award, presented by Mass Mutual, honors those who, like Willie, are using hockey to improve their communities. Join the NHL and Mass Mutual in celebrating heroes in the hockey community. Nominate your hero today at nhl.com/O'Ree Award.
But it's not a hockey game without booing the refs. And yesterday's game was a share of booze. What? He was there?
Hockey fans, gear up at NHLShop.com. The largest assortment of NHL fan gear anywhere. Every NHL team and all the players you love. special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience. NHL GWC is back. Oh, baby, have the fun, baby. Register now and get all the details at NHL.com/gaming. Grab a cold brew for game time. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by a sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
What do you see?
I see a goal.
It's a goal.
Top shelf.
And you?
Safe. That's a save. No doubt about it.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You don't see it? NHL Tonight on NHL Network. It's as clear as day.
I'm going to join Hockey Talk? No, you will not. I'm not doing Hockey Talk at my house. It's just weird. There's a penalty called against the Avs, and it's one of the most Bettman penalties we called. I met, for real talk, like I met Gary Bettman actually at my school. Because he was coming to do a talk about what they had. They have sometimes they have like communications, broadcast people, sports people come, and he was doing a talk, and we got to ask tons of questions. I asked about the officiating in the National Hockey League, and he said it was like he thinks it's the best in the sport, as good as it's ever been. I understand he has to say that, and that there are some problems with it, but that pretty much everything has gotten fixed, and they try their hardest every game. I mean, it's kind of, I didn't expect to get a lot from him, but yeah. Yeah, I know, Thomas, you were there. Bavaro also got a pick. I got a pick. So it's Oprah. You got it, you know? I will say foot. You will not. I didn't even notice this. This no-check goal was a backhand. Hey, Thomas Tarter, how are you, bud? The Avalanche game is about 1:42 left in the intermission. This game about to start again. The second period coming up now. And they're going to go commercial, and then we'll drop the puck for the second period. He's not that bad, bro. He's a really nice guy. Gets fired. I also met what's his name? NFL commissioner. I can't remember his name, but I met the NFL commissioner too, but not here. I met him at the draft. Yeah, they have a lot of guest celebrating. Yeah, they had Stephen Colbert at the SCM graduation. Why no Hockey Talk? I'm gonna go put because I'm at home. It sounds weird. Goodell, yeah. But again, also a nice guy. But we haven't had those keynote speakers since. We haven't had those keynote speakers since, though, because of COVID and stuff. I wonder who my keynote speaker is going to be at my graduation, though. That'll be exciting to think about. Roger Goodell, yes. I met him. It's not weird? I didn't say it was weird. How's campus not so many people up there when I went up there last time? Thomas Tarter, you're going to have to really rephrase that question, bud. I am not understanding what you mean.
What do you see? I see a goal. It's a goal. Top shelf. And you?
Safe. That's
That's a safe.
No doubt about it. Are you sure?
For sure. You don't see it?
NHL Tonight on NHL.
Not weird. You're weird.
Thursday.
Funny. Oh, to talk on here on Hockey Talk? Well, for me, it is. I'm up 20 in fantasy. My pitchers also aren't playing, so we should be dropping the puck at any moment now. Oh, how's campus for you? Because when I went up, there weren't too many people, and all that was open was Plant in the rec center. A lot more is open. A lot more is open. You can go into a lot more buildings. Score. When I up, but it's good for me. It's just that there's not that many people there. Not because just whatever reason. I don't know why.
1-0 in favor of Vegas. The only goal scored by Tomas Nosek. His fifth
So here we go to drop the puck for the second period.
And we are set for second period hockey.
We are ready and we are off. Second period to start here in Vegas. And Brodino, and that was Vegas trying to get there at the goal. They had a chance to. Back in behind the net. Wild trying to get it out. And it spun off of Smith. It's Greenway out again. Jordan Greenway to center ice. Greenway spins this through, and it's Matt Dumba with it. Dumba stretching it out at the corner, and Carlson goes down. Brodin over to Kaprizov. Back from Pietrangelo, Brodin. Looks it back out again. Brodin shot over for Greenway, and not enough. Spun it out through Brodin, a shot. Blocked up high, and there's Jordan Greenway. He gets hauled down. Eriksson Ek looks for the puck. Backhands it out to center. Wild bringing out Suter from Spurgeon. And now Rask. Now at the right circle, a shot. And glove down by Fleury as the Wild went to the net. Now we're going to get a lot of score! Greenway! We're going to need a lot of that. You'll need it a lot? Wow, you're cocky. I can't wait for the Monday after that, though. Next Monday. Because we're going to have the trade deadline. Sent over at the line. There's Suter, a shot. This goes up. Backed out and wide. Thrown through Suter on glass. Suter pushes off of glass. And Stone there. And now Glass trying to get down. Suter stretches through. It's Fiala. Fiala setting up. Pass into the middle. And dropped it off. Here's Fiala. Shooting across for a stick. Couldn't get anything. Stone out to center. Mark Stone. Backhand slides this across the ice. Also, the Knicks are thumping Detroit 109-72. So that's good. Brought out again. Moved it down for the Knights again. Send it over to center, but then trying to fly into the Minnesota zone. He's bumped off the puck, and down it goes. Away from Hartman. Pass into the middle, goes nowhere. And here's Ian Cole from the board, sent to center. Johansson, 2-on-1 with Fiala, with Bjugstad. Johansson shooting, and it's stopped by Fleury. Bjugstad trying to keep it in. Ian Cole will keep it in. Cole sets to the left line. There's no one there. Marchessault will switch this up to center, and it'll be icing against Vegas. Honestly, I'm thinking Murphy be the guest speaker at the SCM graduation this year because he's talking about WMSC was the best ranked station. My hockey brain was on for a minute, Thomas Tarter, and I thought you were talking about Larry Murphy, the former Detroit Red Wing who works at Fox Sports Detroit. But no, Phil Murphy, the governor. Okay, that's a good idea. But I really don't care who it is. Bernine. Kaprizov sends it through, and Dumba. He's poke checked away. Dumba sent back and threw it. Trent, what's wrong with you right now today? And it's not having internet connectivity. Stop doing bad internet connectivity. Stop doing that. You're confusing people. This puck will be cleared down to the ice. There have been no penalties against either teams today. I want to let you know that 11-4, Kansas City should win today. So if anyone's a big fan of them, Kaprizov dropped it off, shot Dumba, and it deflects out of play. Yeah, it's not buffering. It's just Trent saying that because Trent's trying to get a reaction out of it. Still a tie game, 1-1 with the Blues and the Avs. But, this shot by Dumba hit the top of the crossbar and went into the netting. All right, Trent, whatever. Face-off spun in around. Pietrangelo dropped out to center. Carrier held off by Suter, and another icing against the Vegas Golden Knights. If I'm doing it, it's actually buffering. Yeah, and I'll probably get the notification as well. He just does it to be an idiot. I don't know. Also, Miami up by 14. That's important to me because certain teams to lose, Knicks to win that, basketball playoff race. The Knicks could make the playoffs. We could have a Knicks playoff stream. That'd be really fun. See who they'll play. Is Colasar trying to get to the net. A pass in front. Never went there. There's another shot. This comes across. Vegas trying to pile it in, and they couldn't bang it through on the goaltender. Shooting in is Fiala. Is to send this back out at the corner wall. Carrier with it. Sends it to the left side. No, it's not loading. Wait. Is this seriously causing a problem, Avs fan? I'm confused. Or are you just humoring him? Theodore to center. Oh, and a pass in front. Pacioretty shoots. And that went off of Talbot. He makes the save there. Dropped it in behind Rao. The Minnesotan. Tried to send it over to Sturm. The fourth line for Minnesota and a battle out at center. Send it in through. Dropped it back over. And Johnson tries to get there. Sturm chasing Fleury. Bukestad with a hit. Another Golden Knight went down. But Vegas has a 2-on-1. Penalty coming up against Minnesota. Stone dropped it off again. And the Wild will touch it as Pacioretty just double tapped the puck. We are going to have a Vegas power play. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other way around by it's not loading. Like, it's not loading, I can't get it to work, rather than it's not doing that. Say it's not buffering. Don't say it's not loading, because it's not loading made me think that it wasn't working at all. It wasn't loading. Yeah, but don't say it's not loading. Say it's not buffering next time. That's the thing. Now we'll work it back across, and this just went off of the Golden Knight forward. And now the power play, they're announcing it here. Drop it, Marchessault off a stick, and the Wild clear it down for Fleury to touch and give it back to Pietrangelo. Alex Pietrangelo. Yeah, just the way it sounds is the problem there, Sam. Yes, I know that, but when you say it's not working, it's not buffering. Pietrangelo drops it off. Theodore, shot, save made, rebound, save made, Talbot. Pietrangelo keeps it in, though, over to Theodore. Theodore Fake shots is through. Shot over. Carlson couldn't get it in. Wild trying to clear it back, but Petrangelo's got great positioning where he's sitting. Petrangelo shooting. It goes in behind. And then this puck will cycle its way down the line, and with less than a minute to go in the man advantage, we'll turn it back in. For Nathan Dallo, who's not here, his Padres are in the bottom of the fourth at home up 4-0 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. This forged away. Theodore drops it off at the left circle. Sent back at the line again. Dropped it over. Cross from Tuck. Trent's Yankees won today, though. What? 5-3 against the Toronto Blue Jays? Here's Theodore, a shot. This goes wide. Oh, it hit the post, actually. Vegas came that close to making it 2-0. Utah, the best team in the league in the NBA, is crushing Orlando. I mean, that was Orlando, 10th in the Eastern Conference, and Utah, number 1 in the entire NBA. And that was kind of expected. Theodore at the side. Dropped it in again. Ian Cole. Cole backed out again. That penalty is over against Rao and stretched over. Victor Rask with the puck. Rask sends it over Fiala, fighting off a check. Kevin Fiala been trying to get to the blue line. He couldn't get there, but the Wild pursuing. Carrier. Another chance now. Alec Martinez trying to get it out. They can't. Brodin had it. The puck still forced at the line. And now it comes into the Minnesota, and Carrier looking, drop pass. Waugh, too far for him. Waugh. Tried to stretch it off for Carpenter. And a pass from the wall. Got walled off. And here is Petrangelo shooting wide. Rebound deflects through. A pass over for Noshek. He was never able to get it, and Kaprizov has it. Kaprizov sending through. This fluttered past the goalie crease. Overstretched in. Fiala from Brodin as he tried to send it in. Fiala forcing another fun and gloved and held by Marc-Andre Fleury with 11:37 to go in the second period. So much time left, but still played, but still it is 1-0. Vegas as they hit a bunch of posts.
Driven past plant detectives for years. Don't settle for the ordinary. Shop where the pros shop. Plant detectives on Route 206 in Chester, New Jersey. Get hundreds of combined years of experienced staff knowledge to help you select
4-4 in St. Louis Avalanche right now.
plants for your home. It's no mystery. You won't find a better selection and service anywhere. What are you waiting for? Bring your boots and stop into Plant Detectives Route 206 in Chester today.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
They're the team everybody loves. The team at NHL Network. Catch up with the news of the day on NHL Now. Get instant analysis with NHL Tonight. Top it off with On the Fly.
Every game matters.
All season
Yeah, for you guys.
NHL Network.
NHL GWC is back. Oh, they have the Prime baby. Register now and get all the details at NHL.com/gaming. Great Clips, official hair salon of the 2021 NHL Gaming World Championship.
Hockey fans, gear up at NHLShop.com. The largest assortment of NHL fan gear anywhere. Every NHL team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
I will get to that game once the Avalanche and Wild game is in intermission too.
Gentry Academy, Alyssa Watkins in overtime, her 7th of the tourney. Edina gets revenge from last year's championship game, beats Andover for the AA girls title. Gentry Academy does win the boys Class A title. And after one period, Eden Prairie up 1-0 on Lakeville South. So much fun to see a full day of championship hockey at the XL Energy Center.
It certainly is. And I mentioned earlier, Lakeville South in their last 3 trips to the tournament have been beaten by Eden Prairie all 3 times. But there have been some drama there. They lost the third.
He set out at Suter. Suter tried to throw it in. Nothing there, but back out to center. Sparkman trying to send this on Fleury. Fleury sends this out at the corner, and Glass had it. Glass. Trying to stretch it in through. Here's Glass over to Stone, and he couldn't deflect it in. And they're talking about again with the Minnesota. High school hockey means so much to them. Vegas Golden Knights will shoot this in. It is really cool, though, for Minnesota hockey. Cody Glass sending it in off of Stone and Pietrangelo. Going to get back Kaprizov. Laid a hit on him. Here's Eric Sinek out to center ice. And Greenway gets rattled with a big hit. Pietrangelo off the wall. Pacioretty, he was not able to keep it through. Can the Wild go up the middle here? It's still 1-0 Vegas. Hartman hands it over. Johansson off of Kaprizov's stick. And Jonas Brodin's going to take it. Pacioretty goes for a change. Brodin over. Back from Bjugstad. Johansson tries to set it up. There's a shot with its wing. Deflected. Rebound. Cash through, and there's Bjugstad. Sends this off the line. Back still, they keep in. Over to Johansson, a shot. Save Fleury. Rebound. Comes over to Johansson. Hartman there. Johansson on the one stick, back to the two hands. Johansson could not keep it in. Dumba has it, though. Good pass over to Brodin. Does he decide to shoot in? He does decide to shoot in. Backed up away and trying to send this in through from Carrier. And now Carlson moving his weight across. Carlson pass over Riley Smith. Working through. 1-1 or 1-0 Sharks. Kings still at 5-on-3. Oh, wow. But here moving it. That was Johnson who went down with a good hit. And back out to center. Marchessault bobbles his way through. And Sturm tries to take it out. Sturm still now the backhander. He looked for Johnson. Johnson hits Carpenter. Sturm wants it. Flicks it back into his own zone. Back over from Rowitz. That fourth line going. Shot in by Soucy. Here's Sturm. Hit at the corner. Looked for Johnson. And now Wade Theodore. Now Holden has it for Vegas. Backed it. Dropped in again. And now it's moved up again. Soucy. Over to Fiala. Bonino in the middle. Fiala. Holding Suter. And it's gloved down by Fleury. With 8:40 to go in the second period. A fast-moving period. 1-0 Vegas. Still.
Come on, you've driven past plant detectors for years. Don't settle for the ordinary. Shop where the pros shop. Plant Detectives on Route 206 in Chester, New Jersey. Get hundreds of combined years of experienced staff knowledge to help you select the best trees, shrubs, and plants for your home. It's no mystery. You won't find a better selection and service anywhere. What are you waiting for? Bring your boots and stop into Plant Detectives Route 206 in Chester today.
Hockey fans, gear up at NHLShop.com. The largest assortment of NHL fan gear anywhere. Every NHL team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience. NHL GWC is back. Oh, there you have the fun, baby.
Oh, what was it? What was the penalty? We'll get to that game, which looks like it's really interesting. Also, a much slower moving period from what I'm seeing. Trent, what Snapchats are you sending me? That's stupid.
Leading at 1-0. Kirill Kaprizov continues to draw attention all around the league, continues to impress. He right now leads the Wild in goals and assists. These are the only other rookies to do the same, to lead their team in goals and assists in their first season in the NHL.
Kirill Kaprizov joining Peterson, Keller, Crosby, and Ovechkin as the only rookies to lead their teams in goals and assists. And boy, it's pretty amazing there. Tuck tried to send it over. Back from Waugh. It's special company. Fiala. Walls it off. Suter at center. Tried to wrist this off and over. Martinez was there. Dropped it down at center. It's Waugh. Waugh tries to corner drive this through. Away from Tuck now. It's Spurgeon. Spurgeon looking, drops it off. Back to Suter. Back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon sends in, but he's offside.
This game to me has a little bit of a feel of like the Wild are going to need a power play goal tonight. If they're going to want to get a point or two out of this game here tonight, the Wild's power play has not had one yet to this point, but has come alive here over the last 12 games or so. I believe
Brodin at the left wall again. Brodin trying to get there on Pietrangelo. Back out of Greenway now, Brodin. Jonas Brodin again, trying to flicker this in. And it's sent at the line. Fiala. As the corner drive this through Kaprizov. Shot by Greenway. Never went through it. Talk about getting a power play goal for Minnesota. To get a power play goal, you're going to need to draw a penalty. Kaprizov right up. Shooting high and wide. He had a lot of space there. A lot of room. Time as well. Brodin with it. Bad teams will be bad teams. And a baseball update. The Pittsburgh Pirates got clamped 5-1 by the Chicago Cubs. Here's Kaprizov trying to get there. Stolen away at Stone. Stone, 2-on-2. Pacioretty up the middle there. Back out away. Throwing it through at the line. Kaprizov fighting away Holden there. And it's Mark Stone with it. Pacioretty's got the puck at the wall. Pacioretty sends it over, tried for Stone. There's Hartman. Out of way, out for Soucy. Soucy backhands at the boards. Knights will try to backhand this in. Cole with a hit on Holden. And now it's Hartman. From the boards there, Bugstad. Sending it Hartman, Johansson. Johansson losing it. Puck trickles to center ice. And now Kolasar with space. Kolasar around. Tried to shoot and it deflected off a Minnesota player. There's Theodore keeping it in. Back at the left circle. Tries to tow it and throwing it in again. Soucy with the big hit. Still there. Tuck off his stick. Back to center ice. Back to Theodore. How about Portland Trailblazers up by a lot? 9 points. Just went on a 9-point run. Tried to push this puck in front. Soucy taking a hit to make a play. Kolasar over now. Tuck. Tuck held up by Suter. And there was Carrier. And back down the ice it goes all the way over to Fleury. And some good checking by Minnesota. A lot of good hits there. Non Riley Smith. They try to send ahead. Here's Carlson. Carlson stepping it up. Dropped it off. There's a shot. Front. Oh, this blocked off the glass. And back to center ice it goes. Braden McNabb with it. McNabb. Stretched it up off a couple of sticks. Here's Carlson. Carlson working his way through a shot and a save made by Talbot. 4:46 to go in the second period. We'll take commercial break again. 1-0 Vegas.
Are you ready for retirement? Personal Capital can help you find out. Our free retirement planner shows you where you stand now and how you can meet your goals. It starts with financial data from the accounts you've linked. Then you enter when you want to retire and how much you plan to spend. We'll show you your chances of success based on your current plan. Sign up today at personalcapital.com.
You've driven past plant detectors for years. Don't settle for the ordinary. Shop where the pros shop. Plant detectors on Route 206 in Chester, New Jersey. Get hundreds of combined years of experienced staff knowledge to help you select the best trees, shrubs, and plants for your home. It's no mystery. You won't find a better selection and service anywhere. What are you waiting for? Bring your boots and stop into Plant Detectors Route 206 in Chester today.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by a sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
Hockey fans, gear up at NHLShop.com. The largest assortment of NHL fan gear anywhere. Every NHL team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Andre Fleury getting the start for Vegas tonight.
So Fleury right now pitching a shutout, but he's also had a lot of help here. He's 483. He is fifth all time, but he'll tie Belfour for fourth all time. He's 483. So 489 is the third spot held by Roberto Luongo, and then you got the big two. Just so many games, so many wins there. Waugh, I think he could get to Waugh, but he does not come close to Brodeur at the end of his career. But a win here would tie him with fourth all time with Belfour at 484. Dropped it at the corner, Marchessault sending this at the boards. There is a shot, and Coghlan, is he offside here? I think that might be the call. No, a penalty against Vegas. So there you go. There's your penalty. We talked about how Minnesota might have needed a power play goal to get back in this game, and it comes off of a strange, I don't know if it really is that a slashing call, but it comes off of a slashing call against Riley Smith. So Minnesota now has the power play. 17 shots, no goals, 17 saves by Fleury, 15 shots for Vegas, 14 saves by Cantel. Now the face-off. Won by Minnesota. Spurgeon. A Vegas player doesn't have a stick. And they're calling a penalty here against Minnesota for hauling a stick. This is stupid. It's a Kaprizov penalty for interference just like that. So they barely moved the puck 4 seconds into the power play, and it's a 4-on-4, which will result in the 4-second Vegas power play once the 4-on-4 is over. So now the power play is over for lifting the stick away. Now we'll see what happens. Benito over the heads in the hands of the head. Like, are you kidding me? But here we go. So 4-on-4 for a minute 56. And then Vegas will go to the power play for 4 seconds. Spurgeon out back down again. So no power play. It's the 4-on-4. Suter drops it off. And it is flung in by Fiala, who holds and passes to the net. No one was there. Suter wrestling this away from Pacioretty, and it's Spurgeon back again. Spurgeon throwing it on through. Back out. Down it goes. Also, the Knicks throttling Detroit 125-81. So good for them. The Heat did win, though. Here's Eriksson dropping it off. Sending it in through Dumba. That's it. Spun out again behind the Vegas net. 3:40 to go in the second period. 1:05 left in the 4-on-4. Theodore. Out the center, out for Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo flings this through. Talbot backhands it out away for Dumba. It's Brodin. Out for Jordan Greenway. Greenway with it. Drops it back. Johansson behind the Minnesota goal. Trying to get space in front. It's Greenway. Greenway through. Pass over Johansson. a bit too far for him, trying to get the puck in front of his stick. He does have it, and he drops it off Greenway, but that's a bad pass. Clear breakaway for Vegas. Minnesota trying to get back a shot. He missed the net completely, and that was Marchessault who had the chance. Dumba going down. No penalty called. Wow, and I don't like that, but no penalty called. Coughlin sends this up. Coughlin sends this off. Coughlin back out there again, dropping this through, trying to find Tuck. Wild in it. Brodin, a turnover. And now Tuck sends it left circle. A shot in front. Glass tried to jam it through. Nothing there. Wild trying to get 2-on-1. Nothing go. Shot it back out. Kaprizov, he came out of the box. So now you've got even strength. The Vegas Golden Knights did not get much of anything, as you wouldn't have expected, on a 4-second power play. Tuck sends it up, pass to the goal. This deflects on away. 2 minutes to go in the second period. 1-0. Vegas Golden Knights. Kaprizov. What a move through. Kaprizov pass in front for Hartman. Nothing. No one was there. Back out to center. And the sticks are flying through off of Nosek. A hit on Waugh. Here is Soucy trying to drop this back out. Knights for a shot on goal. Almost trickled past Talbot, but he was able to stop it just enough. A good hit there by Hartman. Knights forge ahead. Here, pass to the net. Rebound. This cycled wide. 1:15 to go in the second period. Puck will find its way down, and icing against Minnesota. 1:10 to go in the second.
But Minnesota with a fix-up at the offensive blue line leads to a breakaway from Marchessault. Marchessault, I think, when he first got this puck, he thought, I'm in all alone. And then Kaprizov breaking down the Vegas Golden Knight defenseman.
But this was the pass that was right in there. What's the worst hockey game I've ever watched? Do you mean like on TV or at a game? Talbot is going to circulate this off the boards. 45 seconds to go in the second period. 1-0. Vegas. Soucy there. Soucy dropped out. It's Fiala. Tries to send it in through. And it can be dropped out across. There are a few, I don't know the worst game, but it is one of the worst games. I went to a Devils Flames game, and I was not, I got really bored in like the second period. It was not that good of a game for a game that I was really excited for. I had really high-level seats, too, which didn't help. Here's Johansson trying to whack away on Fleury. He makes the save, and what a pass. Pietrangelo and Fiala are yelling at each other. Marchessault as well, but with 4.6, that almost became 1-1, and Fleury was able to rob him.
Either you're going to draw another penalty, or hopefully a loose puck bounces around. Nice little play there by Nick Bonino just to throw the puck in there, and Johansson doing everything he can to sneak this one past Marc-Andre Fleury under his hats. Oh, he got so fortunate there that Marc-Andre Fleury that puck did not get jammed.
Fleury, and he close holds. Broadcasters are saying he got lucky. I don't think he got lucky. I just think he kind of saw the pad and just close. Because if you can close snap like that, that helps. Wild trying to throw this on goal. But the Knights just going to hold on. They are really holding on in this game. And we've got more scuffles. Pietrangelo still yelling at Fiala as the period is over. And this is just in a really testy kind of series between Vegas and Minnesota. They will exit divisions next year. Minnesota goes back to the Central, Vegas to the Pacific. But there he goes, congratulating everybody. Vegas hit a bunch of posts. They started really well in the first sector, and then they were just holding off the Minnesota Wild. But it's still 1-0 Golden Knights at the end of 2.
Rooms with
That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides...
Yeah, I thought that they're up. So, again, the team that gets hot beats Michigan to go to further in the tournament. Not great. I hate it, but whatever.
I see why.
All right. Let's go to St. Louis, Colorado. Now, remember, Avs Fan 29, I'm going to stream the Avalanche Blues game. Now, remember, I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to be like McKinnon score. I'm going to be excited whoever scores. Stuff in front on Husso. And it's back out again. It's flown in behind. Out Makar was there. He sits in behind and a stretch pass from the wall. Sent it back in again. Out behind, Schwartz was there. And back from the blue line, the Blues try to throw this in. It's Vladimir Tarasenko and a 1-1 tie between St. Louis and the Colorado Avalanche. It can be taken back by Makar. Sent through there, O'Reilly against his former team. Back out Jaden Schwartz. Held out by Graves. Jaden Schwartz with the good body. Still off of Graves. And spun it down. Tarasenko couldn't get there. Avs are going to work it through. 3-on-2. They move the puck. Dropped it into the middle, and it comes out at the far wall again. Backhanded across. In front, Donskoy! Save made by Husso again. Had the pad down. There's a shot that deflects off the wall again. Back to center ice, and now in is Hoffman. Through, it's poke checked away by Johnson. Oh, shut up. Back down again at the Avalanche bench. Husso over to Vince Dunn. Dunn. He's stretching it over. Perron over back again. And sent in. It's Braden Shen, the former Flyer, with a big hit there. David Perron trying to send this off Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon looking for the puck, and he works his way through. McKinnon with good speed, but the Blues maintain the puck defensively. Fox Sports Midwest or whatever, the St. Louis feed. Backed out off of Grubauer and into the St. Louis end of the ice. There are fans here for the Avalanche. I'm not sus. Also, you can't even call me sus. Kelly, whatever his name is, John Kelly or what, Chris Kelly, forget it. He was the play-by-play broadcaster for the Avalanche when they won the cup. So you can't call me sus for that. No way. Back down again. There's a shot. Husso the save. He's holding at the left side of the post. We go to commercial as Kadri tried to make a 2-1 Avs. 1-1 tie with the minute 41 to go in the second period between the Blues and the Avalanche.
William Hill, America's #1 sportsbook, is here to help you make every sports moment even more interesting with an app that makes it easy to bet on all the sports you love. Bet any way you like with live and play betting, player props, teasers, parlays, and more. Make secure, convenient deposits and withdrawals and win cash bonuses and free bets with fun, unique offers. Download the William Hill Sportsbook app today and get up to a $500 risk-free bet using promo code NHLRF. William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting.
Who brought the sauce? I brought the sauce. Who made the sauce? I made it.
So the Sharks game right now, guys, that is late in the first. When this game goes to the second, the Blues game, that Sharks-Kings game will be in the first intermission. So I think we'll have a little bit of the second and then the whole third to broadcast once the Wild Avs game, or the Wild Vegas game and the Avalanche
See that Honda badge?
Blues game is over. Gonzaga up 70-74. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game to keep track of. You're going to have to.
So when the terrain ahead is full of challenges, brace yourself. The Honda Ridgeline is about to amaze you. Rise to the challenge.
Staff knowledge to help you select the best trees, shrubs, and plants for your home. Pixmo Mystery, you won't find a better selection and service anywhere. What are you waiting for? Bring your boots and stop into Plant Detectives Route 2.
Wolves, the San Antonio Rapids, and now the St. Louis Blues, and Condrey tries the old Mark Messier forehand, backhand slither between the legs, but thanks for coming. That's not going to work there. Sticks in front, good pad positioning, and then a battle in front of the net before Robert Thomas picks up that loose change. And this left pad save, excuse me, as Donskoy looked like he was going to go to the backhand. He pulled it back to the forehand.
But here we go, back to this game. Avalanche keeping the puck back in the zone again. Here's Jaden Schwartz with it. Schwartz, and he'll send it out. 90 seconds to go in the first period. In the second period, excuse me. And this puck will go off of a high stick. Not a penalty, but you can't keep the puck once you have the stick over your arms like this.
Priority access when season tickets become available. And while you're waiting, enjoy perks like season ticket holder emails, exclusive content, and much more. To join, visit stlouisblues.com/waitlist or call 314-622-BLUE.
All of these American hockey teams are really opening up their arenas for those that didn't have them. For almost every team is going to have fans in the building. The question now, American teams. Question now is when will the Canadian clubs get their fans in? That'll be interesting to see. Minute 25 left in the second period. 85 seconds. 1-1. Here's a chat over Rantanen Makar. And that chipped up through. Now it's O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly at the left wall. O'Reilly chipping through. Avalanche. We're trying to move this out. Landeskog through the center. Booted back out again. Cale Makar with it. Makar to center ice. Rantanen. Never got there. And chipped out to center ice. Spun through again for the Avs to move it. Makar. Thrown back off. It's Taves again. And can control at the wall again. Try to stretch this through. That was Kadri, and now Shen. Shen dropping off of Thomas. They try to send it in. Done. Bertuzzo back. Shen behind the net. 20 seconds to go in the second. And there's another save by Grubauer as the puck tipped up high. Another shot and a save by Grubauer. Makar, he tried to take it. Blues are wheeling and dealing. Bertuzzo shoots wide. Blues back out at the blue line. Shen with it. Sent it through Thomas, and it never went through. And it's just going to be held up by Landeskog. That's going to end the period. 1-1 tie after one between the Avalanche and the Blues in Colorado. And the Sharks-Kings game goes to intermission 1-1 thanks to Kevin LeBanc and Dustin Brown.
Today, Gentry Academy in Dodge County. The Stars up 1-0 in the second when Wes Berg from the point goes off the crossbar and in to make it a 2-0 lead. They would tack on 6 more for an 8-1 final, and Gentry Academy takes home the trophy in the first ever state tournament appearance. So congratulations to the ladies of Proctor Hermantown, Annie Dinah, and the gentlemen of Gentry Academy. We'll also have one more state champ by the time the night is over. It's Eden Prairie up 1-0 over Lakeville South. We'll send you back out to Sim City for staff highlights in your final 20 minutes.
7:30 left in the intermission between Vegas and Minnesota also, if anyone's wondering there.
Negative 18 degrees Celsius to be exact. Glad you're willing to. Jägermeister.
At Casper, we're delivering better sleep to homes everywhere. For the mattress,
I think I'm going to watch the UCLA game off volume.
Now's your chance.
Well,
Select great
everything's going on here.
bring home superior Casper comfort.
I actually want Gonzaga to win this. Now that Michigan's done, I kind of want them to be they're the best team in the league. I want them the best team there. I don't want UCLA to win. I want them to come in and win.
Shop where the pros shop. Plant Detectives on Route 206 in Chester, New Jersey. Get hundreds of combined years of experienced staff knowledge to help you select the best trees, shrubs, and plants for your home. It's no mystery. You won't find a better selection and service.
And we'll also, I don't know if anyone knows, but we know who they're playing. Baylor won. They're super young, but they're winning all the time now, and so they're going to the national championship game.
Every game matters.
All season long on NHL Network.
The Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award, presented by Mass Mutual, honors those who, like Willie, are using hockey to improve their communities. Join the NHL and Mass Mutual in celebrating heroes in the hockey community. Nominate your hero today at nhl.com/O'Ree Award.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by
I didn't see anything. Also,
NHL Green.
UCLA just called a timeout. It's a tie game, 77-77.
When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
They're going right to commercial. Okay. We got 5:16 left in intermission in this game. This game is heads and shoulders away of being the quickest game to go to, because not only that, but once we get to this game, once this game's over, we're not going to go to San Jose like I immediately thought. There is a good amount of time, at least 5 minutes, maybe even more, of the Colorado game to do. So you watch how. So we will have. I did not. I'll watch some though later. I'll watch like Sports Center or whatever. Oh, it's Saturday. They're gonna have some stupid WWE thing, but I'll find something to watch. But we've got a good amount of. We have a good amount of stuff to watch for Colorado once this game is over, the Colorado-St. Louis game, and if that goes to overtime shootout, then we'll see LA and San Jose. Because again, we're not done till the night is over.
Johansson with a chance, and Fleury makes the save. Slight edge in shots for Minnesota, slight edge in attempts for Vegas.
This is a really good game. This Gonzaga game, absolutely.
That's going to be important if they want to come back and tie up this game. Let's see if the Wild can get their defensemen a little bit more involved off of the rush to see if they can get a big goal and get this game tied up. It's been a fun game to watch so far.
And now they're up 2. 81-79, yeah. And now UCLA just called timeout with 54.3. Yep, I'm watching that. But I don't think I'll be watching that anymore.
I would never lie. I can't tell you 5'10" and meet you in person. You'll realize that.
Enzo says, do you think you can call hockey? And your boss is sitting there, so you're not going to say, no, I can't do that. Yeah, sure, I can do anything. Our play-by-play announcer, he doesn't wear his tie for rehearsals. He's like, it's the Berkey.
It's just sheer laziness. I'm not sophisticated enough to try and start a trend in fashion.
We are entertainers. These people are paying to come watch me play. Let's try and give them the best show we can.
Hockey is more than a game. It's a community inspired by a sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
NHL GWC is back. Oh, they have your prime baby. Register now and get all the details at NHL.com/gaming. Grab a cold brew for game time and there it comes on time.
What do you see? I see a goal. It's a goal. Top shelf.
And you?
Safe. That's a safe. No doubt about it.
Are you sure?
For sure. You don't see it?
NHL Tonight on NHL Network. It's as clear as day. The team everybody loves. The team at NHL Network. Catch up with the news of the day on NHL Now. Get instant analysis with NHL Tonight. Top it off with On the Fly.
Every game matters.
All season long. NHL Network.
The Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award, presented by MassMutual, honors those who, like Willie, are using hockey to improve their communities. Join the NHL and MassMutual in celebrating heroes in the hockey community. Nominate your hero today at nhl.com/O'Ree Award.
Hockey fans, gear up at NHLShop.com. The largest assortment of NHL fan gear anywhere. Every NHL team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
Yeah, it is a good game. I just wish I wasn't streaming Michigan. I wasn't streaming Minnesota and Vegas, and I was streaming Michigan and Gonzaga. But of course, Michigan just couldn't do it. Another shooting free throws in that game. All right. We are ready for the third period with Vegas up 1-0. Noshek had a rolling puck goal in the first period, and it is the only goal of the hockey game. Minnesota is starting to get their offense back, though. They're starting to ramp it up. It was the opposite thing last time. Remember, they gave up the first goal, but they had chances in the middle of the game. Then at the end, they kind of let it slip away until they got to the shootout and had everything firing on all cylinders. But Talbot, who's been almost just as good, he's stopped everything but one shot. Fleury is right now pitching a shutout, trying to tie the former Chicago Blackhawk, Toronto Maple Leaf, and Dallas star Eddie Belfour, the great Hall of Famer, for fourth all time, and wins. And right off the circle, there you go. Right by, out again. It comes in behind the net. Throwing it through, it's Carlson. Carlson tries to make his way across, and got an offside.
Minnesota third, 6 points out of first, but 7 ahead of fourth place Arizona. Yeah, it was interesting to look at the standings there this morning.
Spun down Dumba. Off the face-off, he tried to string it in through. It's Eriksson Ek. Off of Fleury! And this puck deposits off of 2 Minnesota Wild players. It's Riley Smith sending it down Greenway from the line. Eriksson Ek kicks it out off of his skate out to center ice it goes. Dropped it back down at the line again. It's Alec Martinez with it. Shooting blocked again. Tucker shot. And a save made by Talbot. And it's Fiala from behind the net. Oh, official just got hit and fell down on his stomach. Here's a chance. Fiala in on goal. Fiala goes down. There should be a penalty. There is none called. Here are the Vegas Golden Knights moving it back in again, and now we've either got a penalty or an offside.
Alex Tuck is unbelievable speed for a guy that's 230 pounds. Does a great job of getting his stick in there. They call these little taps on the hands with the stick. All of a sudden, the guy reaches around all the way underneath like that, knocks the guy off the both shifts with his stick. It's unbelievable.
And they're reviewing the whole thing on Tuck. I'm not gonna tell you that should be a slash. Yeah, they're going to overtime. Okay, but they're going. That look, you watch this game replay later after tonight. This Fiala went for a partial breakaway, and one of the broadcasters from Minnesota said, and now it's after the Panthers, color broadcaster said, interesting thing, the guy will tap him on the hand and it's nothing, but this guy will come out behind and just put the stick right under his body, and they don't call anything. And yeah, that should have been a slash, and Fiala was just incensed. And that would be too. I think that should have been a slashing penalty. Johansson, especially because the Wild just can't get anything going, especially with drawing the penalties. They draw the penalty, and 4 seconds into the power play, they immediately call Kaprizov for holding the stick. Dropped it over Stern. Back in front, again away from McNabb, and thrown out. To center ice it goes, and dropped down in Vegas. We'll move this in. Pietrangelo over to McNabb. McNabb twists, Tuck, shoots, blocked by Rao. Rao looks for the puck, and it comes to the wall, and it's Carrier. Going to send this in. Over away in Cole, and now it's Sturm. Sends it back by the Minnesota bench. Rao trying to take the puck through again. Knights off the line again, trying to send this puck through. Corners drived in, and down icing against the Wild.
To show this partial breakaway from earlier in the period, Kevin Fiala using his speed. And unfortunately, that happened to be Alex Tuck, who had a head of steam himself. Just cuts across there, and Tuck uses his stick.
And Tuck twice on Fiala actually defensively back check. The first time he just hit him really hard, put his stick in front. That's not a penalty. But then the second time where he went under and they didn't call the slash. I don't know how mad I'd be at Alexander Tuck, but the referee. There's a shot. And this, I think, will just go right hit the netting and out of play. 3 minutes into this third period.
Dean Evason was asked, does he like his players looking at things like that? And every player is a little bit different. Sometimes you don't want to.
Yeah, you're a bit ahead of me, but I'm watching that right now on my phone. I have it on my phone. Greenway against Carlson. And his face-off won by Vegas. Marchessault back over Martinez, a shot. And it's chipped out away again. Back over Martinez. Shoots! And off the line, Kaprizov trying to find Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek against Alec Martinez. Martinez with a great hit on Eriksson Ek, but he gets the puck back. Here's William Karlsson. Backhanded off the line. Kaprizov is able to keep in. William Karlsson with the guy that called Wild Bill. He backhands it in, and most of the Vegas Golden Knights go for line changes. It's Matt Dumba out with it. Back thrown through to center ice. Victor Rask sends it at the left circle. Trying to go off. And now Vegas bringing it. Looking now, Waugh tried to backhand this out to the blue line. And it's Kevin Fiala with it. Back out for the Vegas Golden Knights. But it can be sent through again. And now it is Fiala. Trying to get within one. Fiala shot! Save Fleury! What a great save again. Another shot. And this blocked up high. And Marc-Andre Fleury was as good as he's been all night long. Minnesota Suter will shoot in. Wild try to take this away, Johansson, but it goes back out to center ice. And then trying to take it back, Hartman. Wild will take it and wrist in. Back thrown out again. Trying to go for the blue line, and the Knights are going to go on the kill. Believe it'll be Glass. And now can Minnesota hold the power play and do well on the power play? 21 shots, still no goals. And it'll be a trip by Cody Glass on Ryan Hartman.
Nice little look there. Fleury looks like he's gotten a little bit sharper as this game has gone on here. And what a great stick there by Noshik. Getting back into the play. And
power play starts now. Knights will throw this down the ice. Spurgeon away with it. This power play to start up now. Jared Spurgeon sending it in through Rask, and out away it's Fleury. Fleury tried for McNabb. Fiala works with it. Fiala's dumped. Riley Smith out for it. 3-on-2 for the Vegas Golden Knights. They only have one man back. Smith shoots wide. If the Wild can get this and go really fast, they're going to have a good chance here. There's not a lot of Knights down, but they all change perfectly when the 3-on-2 entered out. Can they clean zone time? They did a pass in front. Look for Fiala again. Sent at the wall. Rask. Back down. Spurgeon to Victor Rask. Out to Jared Spurgeon. Rask with it. Set. Backhander. Forehand. Bonino. Nothing went there. And back out. Fiala was there. Wild couldn't keep in, but Spurgeon has it back out to center. Try to drop through. Knights are changing. Here's Fiala. Crosses, and he couldn't shoot it again. But it comes back to the left circle. There's a chance. Shot. Kaprizov. He scores! A power play goal. That's a rarity. Cheese is on the moon along with the Blue Unicorns. The Minnesota Wild score on the power play, and of course it's Kirill Kaprizov. This is a great play by Eric Knecht, and yeah, it's the geeky line. And just a slam in by Kaprizov. The rookie, I mean, you should give him the Calder. That is a good slam in, and it is 1-1. Just like that, out again. Back through into the Minnesota zone. Dumba in a 1-1 tie. And again, Vegas, who scores first, gives up the lead against the Wild. Back to center. Stretched in. Well, what a game that's turned into. Pacioretty. This one for him again. Theodore. Skipped high. Wild will take this in again. Working at Greenway. Sends it at the line. A shot by Kaprizov and a save by Fleury. 12:59 to go in the game, but we have a tie. Kaprizov finally solves Fleury.
Come on, you've driven past Plant Detectives for years. Don't settle for the ordinary. Shop where the pros shop. Plant Detectives on Route 206 in Chester, New Jersey. Get hundreds of combined years of experienced staff knowledge to help you select the best trees, shrubs, and plants for your home. It's no mystery. You won't find a better selection and service anywhere. What are you waiting for? Bring your boots and stop into Plant Detectives Route 206 in Chester today.
Hockey fans, gear up at NHLShop.com. The largest assortment of NHL fan gear anywhere. Every NHL team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
Yeah, that game is nuts. There's 92 seconds left in that game.
NHL GWC is back. Oh, they sponsorship partner of the NHL Gaming World Championship.
The Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award, presented by MassMutual, honors those who, like Willie, are using hockey to improve their communities. Join the NHL and MassMutual in celebrating heroes in the hockey community. Nominate your hero today at NHL.com/O'Ree Award.
An exciting game in Vegas. Tomas Nosek with his 5th goal of the season off a strange bounce out of the corner. Beats can't tell them with a backhander. It was 1-zip. Stayed that way until just moments ago. Minnesota on the
But Nosek, he got the 1-0 goal they're showing. But then on the power play, Minnesota finally solved their woes. And it was Kaprizov to make it 1-0. 1-1. A shot. They score! Eriksson Ek! It's 2-1! It's the geeky line again. And this time it's Greenway to Joel Eriksson Ek. It hits Fleury. He gets in on the goal. Now Vegas is going to look to see if this is goaltending interference, probably. But Tuck's pushing him the whole time, so I don't think they're going to have anything here. So 2-1, Minnesota. They get the lead now. It's their first lead of the game for the Wild in very quick succession. So Minnesota takes the lead, but they haven't scored since that first side. Out to the side of the net again. Minnesota looking to jar the puck loose. Back out down. It's Kaprizov behind the net trying to find an outlet for this puck. Spurgeon had it. We will get to Colorado, St. Louis once this game is over, at whatever stage this game ends. Then after that game is over, we will be in Los Angeles for the rest of the night between the Sharks and the Kings. Oh, yeah. That was a great game. Holden sends it. Dropped it off. Smith. There's a shot. En route. Blocked up high again. Looking over to Coughlin. Coughlin in front. Backhander never went through. This puck will float into the Vegas zone. Back Holden to send it off the wall. Bugstad there. Good clobbering hit at the corner. And brought in again. I'm seeing that 3 right now. So it's 90-88. 2-point lead for Gonzaga. But there's a hit out by the line. And I think the puck just went out of play with 11:06 to go in the third.
allow Vegas to continue to pour to you. You want to try to forecheck, create as much offensive zone time as you can. And these two guys have been going at it all night. French fella against the Swiss guy. Kevin Fiala's been the most noticeable Wild player for me tonight. Again, another 4 or 5 shots on net. And that's 4 of the last 6 games that he's had at least 4 shots on net. Making plays, coming up with big.
Backed out Pacioretty behind, and he's hit off the puck. Moved it on through. Down it goes over Kaprizov and chopped it in through. Oh, my. This game is tied. Oh, are you kidding me? I just saw the Gonzaga buzzer beater banking out. They go to the Natty. Oh, my God. That was insane. They're going to check the clock, but that was unreal. Avs fan 29. I just saw the shot. That was unreal. Unreal. So Gonzaga Baylor 1-2. There you go. I think that's fitting. If Michigan's not going to make it, I think that's fitting. But they didn't even take a timeout or anything. I don't know if they had a timeout. They just went, boom. No double OT, just bang. Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to count. There's your Kadri moment. There's a shot up high. Save made by Talbot. Back to this game now. Carrier throwing it to the blue line. And Sturm blocks it out. Dropped it in through. And Holden at the line again. Holding that was Talbot. Greenway trying to get his way through. Out to center. Sends it across. If Minnesota is to win this game in regulation, they will be 2 points behind second place Vegas. 4 points between 1 point Minnesota, 1 point Colorado if St. Louis wins in regulation. Wild take this one away to center ice. Spun out. Carlson holding, shooting one wide. That deflected off a Minnesota player. That deflected off a Vegas player. Yep. But there's a penalty against the Wild, so Vegas goes to the power play. Wild got a power play goal. 8:45 left in the third. 2-1 Minnesota. Sabres win? Yes, they did in a shootout against New York Rangers. I was feeling 29, though. Never mind. I was going to say you have to feel bad about UCLA as they saw those guys putting their jerseys on their faces and just walking out forlorn after losing in overtime. But then I remembered UCLA and who they beat. I don't feel bad for them at all. I don't at all. I don't feel bad for them. So Baylor crushes Houston and Gonzaga in a thriller. Okay. So Gonzaga Baylor on Monday. I will not stream it, but I will follow it.
When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
The Willie O. Reed Community Hero Award, presented by MassMutual, honors those who, like Willie, are using hockey to improve their communities. Join the NHL and MassMutual in celebrating heroes in the hockey community. Nominate your hero today at nhl.com/OVAward.
Still good.
Wild lead the league in block shots. They have 20 of them tonight. Yeah, they are all over here again tonight with 20 block shots, as you mentioned. It is highly...
Ton of block shots for the Minnesota Wild tonight. It's what it takes to win in the league. And if you're a young team, but you have depth and you believe you can still score goals and get shots on the net and do all those things and block shots, do it. Vancouver did that last year. And, Dean Evison, the coach of the Wild, so much, he reminds me of the Minnesota coach of the expansion Minnesota Wild that coached the Devils to the Cup in 95, Jacques Lemaire. He's just reminds me so much of that. I don't know what it is, just everything, the way he coaches. There's a shot that goes wide by Vegas, trying to spin this out for Pacioretty. The power play now for the Vegas Golden Knights. And it back down again. And moved it on through. Behind the Vegas net. Pietrangelo has it. Back out with it. Carlson tried to control. Pacioretty has it. And then from Pietrangelo, Pacioretty from Stone throws this out to the circle. Eriksson Ek. Sturm is going to clear this out. 50 seconds to go, and it's down. 50 seconds to go in the Vegas power play. And now Pietrangelo behind the net. Good pass from the boards. Sent back down. And now Tuck ambling his way through. Martinez away from Brodin. Michigan, UCLA, because at that point, the Devils didn't really like their chances in LA because the Devils, they knew how noisy that place could be. And the Kings basically won the game early. The Scudetti hit and then boom, 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 and it was over. And they didn't, and New Jersey never had a chance to win, where Michigan had so many chances to win. They had leads. They had an 8-point lead at one point early on. They were missing their free throws. They had so many different chances, simple things that went right in other games. If they could have changed them a little bit, would have not only beaten them, probably would have walked away beating them. Like, really come away beating them. So definitely salty more about the basketball game than the hockey game. I mean, the hockey's no sport. Devils never had a chance to win it. We're never in Game 6. Michigan was in it to the end. And that just didn't feel well, too. And also, the Devils were an older, experienced team, but they didn't feel like they were cup or bust for that year. Cup would have it still felt like a disappointing year, but they felt like they could win it the next year, even though they didn't. Where Michigan really, it felt this was the chance to not even get there. I don't know what Devils fans felt coming into that season, but coming into this season as a Michigan basketball fan, I said, well, I didn't know what Devils fans felt. I felt that we could make a run, and we'd like to make some type of run, be good in the playoffs. It wasn't cup or bust. This was national championship or bust. Win the national championship or bust. It was very much like Vancouver that year. 2001 or Michigan. Well, I was alive for 2001, but I was like 1. So looking back on it, I mean, I guess it's about even. But again, Game 4 and Game 6 and Game 7, the Devils were never really in it. Where you have to think of the fact that the games that they were in it. Devils did have better chances to win Game 6 and Game 7 than they did in the LA series. But still, it was just like you could have, if you watch the Michigan and UCLA game without my ranting. Watch it like yourself. Just watch the highlights again. You'll see what I mean. Like, my God, so many chances to win that game, and just like missing, like 3 players missed like 2 free throws in a row. It's a free throw. How do you miss 2 in a row? I have missed 2 free throws in a row, but this is Division I basketball players that are the best in their sport at a point where they know that they need to make them. Yeah, the Devils won Game 4. I don't know why I kept saying Game 4. I meant Game 6 and Game 7. The Devils Game 4 was my favorite game of the series. It was awesome. Patrick Waugh gave it up! Or was it not the call? In Game 4 when Gomez spits it on Waugh? Yeah, that game was horrible. Bruder did not play good that game. And that was Sakic, Heino, all those guys. Tanguay, I think Drury was good in that game. That was... Yeah. Game 4 was fantastic. Uh, 4:22 left, and then puck throws out of the seats into the seats. 2-1 Wild. Sharks have gone ahead by a goal. Yeah, not for me though. Sharks have gone ahead by a goal, 2-1. Evander Kane. with 4:48 left in the second period. And we've got 8:25 left in the third between the Avs and the Blues. We'll go there right once this game is done. And then we'll go to San Jose, LA. But that should be an intermission.
Community inspired by sport. That's why through NHL Green, we've been committed to making our communities stronger by protecting the places we play. When a sport is so much more than a game, you have to play it forward.
The team everybody loves. The team at NHL Network. Catch up with the news of the day on NHL Now. Get instant analysis with NHL Tonight. Top it off with On the Fly.
Every game matters.
All season long on NHL Network.
Game 7, as a hockey fan, not a Devils fan, was actually really exciting.
And you? That's a save. No doubt about it. Are you sure? For sure. You don't see it? NHL Tonight on NHL Network. It's clear as day.
NHL GWC is back. Holiday number 1, baby. Register now and get all the details at NHL.com/gaming. Honda, the official vehicle of the 2021 NHL Gaming World Championship.
So our Minnesota Lottery look around the league as the playoff races heat up. Big day for Brad Marchand. Charlie McAvoy had 3 helpers and a +3 and a 7-5 win for the Bruins over the Penguins. Jake Oettinger had 41 saves. He faced 43 Hurricane shots. Jordan Staal with 21 draws in that game. And Dallas won at 3-2. Florida got help from Alex Wenberg in his first career hat trick. Panthers continue to stay tight with
Benberg had a hat trick today against when Florida play? Columbus. Didn't even know that. No Shack at the right circle, and now we're whistling plays dead again. A high stick against the goal scorer, Tomáš Nosek. Nosek. As a hockey fan, Game 7 was incredible. As a Red Wings fan, not happy about it. 2-minute minor. I don't know if it's against Vegas. I think it is. Yes, it is. It's against Nosek, so Minnesota power play. But 0-3 Game 7 was incredible, too. Yeah. 0-4 Game 7. 0-4 and 0-6 Game 7s were also really good. I would voucher to say 0-6 Game 7 might have been the best. You know what? You know what I think is the greatest Game 7 in hockey, though? The greatest Stanley Cup Final Game 7 in hockey? As a Canucks fan, I hate to say this, and no, not 2011. I hate to say this as a Canucks fan, but 1994. It is cemented in legacy and holiness around where I live because there's just way too many Ranger fans. But the 94 Game 7, strictly as a hockey fan, I'm not renouncing my Canuck fandom, strictly as a hockey fan, not as a Canucks fan or a Devils or whatever, but as a Canucks as a just a hockey fan. The 97 Game 7, I believe, is the greatest Game 7 in Stanley Cup Final history. Just everything. Rask, shot blocked. If you say, I'm deleting your comment if you say I'm not a Canucks fan anymore. I'm legit deleting your comment. Like, it's ridiculous. Fiala back behind the Minnesota net. Fiala over to Suter. Suter back to center. And Marc-Andre Fleury thrown out in behind again. Pitched up high with the backhander. And trying to get it, it's Mark Stone. Minnesota power play still ongoing. And that was the power play goal was the one that got them back in it. This shot up high, Johansson over Hartman. All right, that's fair. That's fair. I'm fan 29. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I thought you were going to say, breaking news, Peter Farber has renounced his Canuck fandom. He now likes the Rangers or something stupid like that. Puck up high on Fleury. I thought you were going to say that, but. And it's true. Rangers fans always do constantly talk about the past. It's like ridiculous. That and your least favorite team. Your least favorite teams fans always talk about the past. Actually, as much as I hate the Rangers, they do it more than Ranger fans. And you know who I'm talking about. Icing because the penalty was over. Nosek went back on the ice, 1:59 to go in the third. Like, it's ridiculous. And they say, yeah, all you guys say is 1967. Yeah, for good reason, bro. For good reason. Win the cup and it'll stop. Like, everybody talks about the Rangers, but nobody says 94 anymore because, you know, it happened. Or like 1940 or 1940 or whatever. Win the cup, Toronto, and then the 67 stuff will stop. Let's check the scores, not of the NHL, but of the MLB fantasy.
The fifth highest total by a Wild forward this year. And he spent 4 minutes in the penalty box. Think about that. That might be more impressive, him playing 21 with 4 in the penalty box than Kirill.
I am losing by 17.
The other night. Again, you don't think these games matter? You've got Vegas Golden Knights players playing 23 minutes. Erickson Act, some of the top Wild players playing big minutes. These are very, very.
Mike Trout is not doing good for some reason.
That's the streak the Wild are trying to snap tonight. And the Golden Knights have pulled the goaltender for an extra attacker.
Extra attacker for Vegas. So 2-1, Wild. They'll spin it back out the blue line. Yeah, my dad wasn't alive, and my mom was only 2.5 years old. So there you go. Pietrangelo at the right circle, shooting. Spun back, Marchessault. Carlson back out again. And it deflects on a play. You realize the last time the Leafs won the Cup, there were only 6 teams in the NHL. Toronto, Detroit, Boston, Montreal, Chicago, and the New York Rangers. That was original 6 era. It was the final game in the original 6 era, but that was original 6 era. That's how long that's been. Yeah. Pietrangelo, and then, of course, the Theodore to Pietrangelo. Then, of course, the next game, as they've said multiple times for the Minnesota Wild, will be home against the Avs with fans in the building. And then back to Minnesota, the Wild will go, hopefully victorious, as Talbot stops a shot, 1:15 to go in the third.
Shots that got through, and Cam Talbot able to swallow up pucks, either to get fresh players on the ice or just to get everybody back into position. I mean, it's not just the athleticism that he provides, it's he's reading plays and making.
Also, Leafs fans constantly say second most championships in league history, but the Leafs do. They're 13 or whatever it is. Yeah, 13 is only 2 ahead of Detroit, and also is not like close to Montreal. They're not like of 22. They have 13. But enough with the Leaf slander. Stone back to the blue line. Pietrangelo sets up Theodore, a shot up high again. The net is still empty. Carlson over. Looks for Stone. Remember, they can score at will. Pietrangelo over. Marchessault shooting to the sideboard. Stone there off of Pacioretty. And Marchessault with it. Marchessault holding. Drops it down again. Pietrangelo, a shot. Blocked up high again. Spurgeon, the Wild try to take it out, but they can't yet. Over to Marchessault, another shot. Winds it wide. High. Talbot looking for the puck. He is holding it with 14.3, and Spurgeon is really angry at Mark Stone for some reason. The two captains going at it at the Minnesota Wild goal, with Talbot still squeezing the puck.
Great job of just keeping everybody on the outside, allow them to pass the puck on the outside, and whenever pucks do get to the paint, because they've got an outnumbered situation, try to collapse as quick as you can. There's 3 guys, 4 or 5 guys right in the crease. You got to give up something, give up the long shot, and make sure when you're on the ice, you're crashing down toward the net, getting over top of sticks. Luke Johnson being used in the last minute of the game here, late on faceoffs, is just about a feather in his hat. The way he's played defensively, that Dean Evason is giving him an opportunity.
Right back that and around. No Zuccarello, but Minnesota still believes. Here's a chance for Greenway to try to get to the empty net. Greenway tied up. 3 seconds to go. Greenway's going to hold it on Pietrangelo. The Wild win! Minnesota coming into the third period with no goals, score 2, including the game winner by Eriksson Ek. The Geeky line was fantastic. 2-1 winners over Vegas, and the Minnesota Wild will be 2 points behind Vegas in the division race, 48-50, and now 4 points behind Colorado. Now, can St. Louis help the Wild? Also, Suggs was the guy that won it with the buzzer beater. But okay. All right. So let's go now to St. Louis and the Colorado Avalanche. Oh, yeah. Also, the Kings tied the game 2-2. Going into the third, we'll have a good game there. Oh, God. That is kind of funny. 2:45 to go in the third. Avalanche trying to move this back again. And over it is Graves there. Graves for the Avs. Spun back, it's Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon back with it. Out over. And it's Girard and a glove save. And they play Sandstorm here in Denver. But they're not hoping for a sandstorm. They're hoping for an avalanche. And they're hoping for their Avalanche to get this win here. Colorado 21-3-2 when scoring first. Well, that's okay because remember Vegas had only lost 3 times coming into tonight scoring first, and they only got 1 goal, and that was down there 21 down 4 losses. Colorado, though, here's a stat that's probably more helpful to the situation. They lead the league in goals per game. They're also 5-1-0 in the first game in a back-to-back. Thank you, bottom lineup of stats on Fox Sports thing with the Blues. We're 12-6-2 on the road this year, and it can be backhanded in and spun through. There is Jost. Jost with it. Jost took a hit. Donskoy, he's flattened by the former Hurricane Falk. Back at the wall. Falk is there. And cornered this through. It's Barbashev, Ivan Barbashev, trying to throw it Sanford a shot. And then this goes wide. The Avs trying to take this out to the center ice. It will go to center. 1:27 to go in the third period. 1-1 tie between the Blues and the Avalanche. Can be taken down. Dunn. He will grab it. Dunn behind the St. Louis net. This is the second to last game of the night. After this, we'll go to L.A. for Kings and Sharks. 2-2 tie in that game. Blues are going to move this one off the line. It's Thomas. Thomas off of Girard. Thomas tried to send this in back. And stretched off the line, Nathan McKinnon at center. McKinnon shoots in. And backed up Rantanen was with it. O'Reilly. Kept in by Cale Makar. Shot score! Makar, this got tipped. Two-one Avs. And this went off of a mass of humanity. Not sure who got it. But Colorado does get the 1-goal lead. And look at Nathan McKinnon in front of the net. The car just shot this through. It went off of Blue. It's Nathan McKinnon's goal. That's Nathan McKinnon's going to get a tip. And it's going to be another late goal against St. Louis. And look at the fans here in Denver. I'm still going to give it to McCarr, but it looked like it went off of McKinnon. It really did look like it go off the shaft of his stick, but never mind that. Doesn't matter. It's 2-1 Avs. Thrown in Taves. And back out again, Landeskog. The Rocky Mountain Express. Out there. McKinnon, Landeskog, Rantanen. A Finn. A Nova Scotian. Nova Scotian. And as the and a Swede as the Avalanche missed the net, icing against Colorado with 4.9. I would think St. Louis will call timeout. But this is the McCarr shot. This went off of a stick, a couple, and then that hit McKinnon's stick. So that'll be his goal. Tied up draw. Might have also went off of O'Reilly's stick, too. He is out there at the face-off circle. Back out again. It's tied up at the line. Sent through for St. Louis, Torrey Krug. Dropped it. David Perron looked through O'Reilly again. O'Reilly behind the net. Ryan O'Reilly poked through. O'Reilly looks for Tarasenko. They can't shoot. And Schwartz hit it wide. Avalanche win 2-1. And they are going to forge ahead 6 points again ahead of Minnesota and 4 points ahead of Vegas. The Colorado Avalanche, they found their stride. But Avs fan, it is McKinnon's goal. He'll get the game winner. Avalanche 2, Vegas 1. The game is over. Where the Avalanche also had to deal with a real great goaltender, a young goaltender, Ville Husso. And now the final game. So stay here. We're not done. Los Angeles Kings and Sharks, the third period coming up. 2-2. St. Louis hockey team is now called the Reds because that's what their fans face look up to this game. Okay. But Kings and Sharks now. .922 left in the intermission right now between the Sharks and the Kings.
By the way, and yet Minnesota, they had like 28 blocks in this game.
That's
Double
remarkable.
their average. They know how to lock it down.
It brings energy. This stretch of their schedule, remarkable. Their next 6 games are against either Vegas, Colorado, or St. Louis. They're not backing down.
We got 10 minutes left in the second intermission.
Tonight against the Colorado Avalanche, first period, scoreless so far. Really love to watch. Secretary So now we watch the galloping of Nathan McKinnon. It's basically the same. It's an athlete who's purebred. Oh, is he good, Laws?
Oh, he is, Tony. There's nobody that scores goals from poor angles more than Nathan McKinnon. Why? Because he's moving with such velocity, such speed up the ice. He's got such quick hands. You never know if he's going to feed it across or fire it on net like he does here. Husso guesses wrong, and it ends up in the back of the net. McKinnon's got 13 on the season.
He is special to watch. Blues with 2 minutes left. The power play has just expired. At even strength, St. Louis finds a way. Somehow Ryan O'Reilly comes out of that fray with the score 1-1.
Well, exactly, Tony. Somehow he gets in there. He's going to grind it out. Tyson Yost comes in, cross-check across the back. Doesn't matter.
So the Avs, if they have the Avs, if they get the 52 points, the 54 points, they would be tied with Florida and Tampa Bay for best in the entire league.
Takes a couple of extra whacks just for good measure. Scores his 13th for the season.
Avs on a 13-game point streak. How do you do that? By defending one another. There was a not-so-delicate touch on the goalie, and that leads to this.
Goalie interference there on James Schwartz. A little bit uncharacteristic to him. He claims he got cross-checked. We'll go back and take a look at it. But how about right here? Bertuzzo and Liam O'Brien eventually come together, and they will throw down Tony.
It'll be a while. Get something and get comfortable. These two, what about?
That was a big boy fight right there. Liam O'Brien does a nice job of hanging in there against the bigger man. And Bertuzzo, both gentlemen exchanging significant blows as well as receiving.
I just want to know how the gentleman behind them is able to handwrite while that's going on in front of them.
Eventually, they would sort things out. These two were somewhat looking for each other. They didn't start the confrontation. But as sometimes happens, the two guys that know they're most likely to drop the gloves end up coming together and having a little tussle.
Your Canucks beat them in the playoffs, and we keep beating them. The Canucks have never even lost to the Blues in the playoffs ever. I love playing the Blues in the playoffs. It's awesome. Sorry, St. Louis fans.
Makes it look easy. Robert Thomas, who's pretty quick himself, gets out on his edges, protects the puck well, but can't bury it. Huge save from Grubauer.
On the night, 27 saves on 28 shots.
We're heading for overtime, right, Tony?
Yeah. Unless Cale Makar, a little dip with his shoulder, and then he puts the puck in the net. Oh, is this kid good?
I haven't seen anybody work the blue line, walk the blue line the way Cale Makar does since really Phil Houser. It's been that long.
Oh, wow.
Since we've had a young defender come in, and his lateral movement is so good. There's so many little moves. He stops up there to create a lane for himself, shoots this through traffic. Husso never gets a look at it. I still don't know if Rantanen got it right there or not. Doesn't matter. It finds its way to the back of the net. And Colorado Avalanche are jubilant.
They gave They gave the game-winning goal to Makar, not McKinnon. But I'm telling you, that hit McKinnon's stick. I am telling you, that hit his stick. They're trying to see if it'll hit Rantanen, but no, that hit McKinnon's.
12-0-2. The Avalanche remain first in the West, and that Cale Makar. I get the feeling that the hardware he won last year, the Calder as Rookie of the Year, just the beginning of hardware he's going to win in this league. What a special player. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time for the third period. Kings and Sharks, all even after.
We got 5:50 left in this game, but I think they're going to go to commercial on NHL Network. I think they're going to come back, talk about it, and then afterwards we'll get the third period between one of the great rivalries in sports, LA, San Jose.
You could save even more by bundling home and car insurance.
Vander, take one. Tonight's matchup, me versus the ugly fella.
Serve the yawn.
He got to win. It's going to be a miracle, baby.
Mr. Vitale, it wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
It's going to be a nail bite.
No, the Geico team is there for you 24/7.
Geico is awesome, baby. Too much?
I think you got it. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
Welcome to the Cheese Show. And when Cheese puts on a performance like this, you might get to the crust and think, it's over. But no. Let's hear it for the Encore Cheese. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust stuffed.
Millions are saying yes to Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand. Allegra works 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, it's non-drowsy. Say yes to Allegra. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D behind the pharmacy counter.
Sports fans are gearing up at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now for today's special offer. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything. Keeping your oyster business growing has you swamped. You need to hire. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Claim your $75 credit when you post your first job at Indeed.com/promo.
This is how you become the best.
And get E-Trade and take charge of your finances today.
You can become a personal trainer to sweat taxes. You didn't train every day to crunch payroll. You didn't get up at 4 a.m. to strengthen your bookkeeping. After all, you didn't start a business to do taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll. We did. At Block Advisors, we help small business owners so they can focus on what they love.
Hello, Papa. I'm calling you to say that I sent you a little money because I really want you to be here on my wedding day to dance with me.
Western Union.
The adobo chicken wrap from Healthy Choice. All natural chicken and fire roasted corn in a spicy sauce with 24 grams of protein and 40% lower net carbs. Deliciously satisfying Healthy Choice wraps.
This is how they get ready for their game. This is how NHL Network gets ready for all the games. NHL Now, weekdays 4 Eastern on NHL Network. Sunday, it's an Easter afternoon hockey treat when John Carlson and the Capitals finished off a pretty passing play. It's PK Subban and the Devils. Hockey weekend continues.
Sorry, guys. I am right now very uncomfortable the way I'm sitting for some reason. I don't know. Just it's the way it is.
Report presented by Geico.
Ovian Burns drops. Couture. Fires wide. May have been deflected. Bank up the wall. Nice pressure along the boards by the Kings. Lazat doing most of the work. And now Trevor Moore into the zone short-handed. Moore one-handed to go. Steps it in. On the second efforts. What a play from Trevor Moore. And the game is tied on Moore's short-handed goal.
Born in Thousand Oaks, California. Good for you. 2-2.
Still that big disparity in shots created by that first period outburst. Third period, what is the key, Lots, to this contest?
Think he knows the Kardashians? Thousand Oaks, isn't that where they're from?
I think he might.
The key for me is with these two teams, they both have owned a period. So now you're just playing for the game. And the team that comes out, I think, can dominate in the opening minute, has the best chance to go on and win this game.
Well, we're
that first shift, that's why coaches spend so much time mulling over who should I start? Who should I start? I don't know. Look for Kane, Kopitar, Couture, those guys to maybe be on the ice. We'll see. Maybe it'll be that man right there.
Boy, he earned some ice time with that shorty. We're watching from the very first shift, third period action. Right now, Sharks and Kings.
I will be right back, guys. And then we'll be ready to start the third period in Tinseltown between the Kings and the Sharks.
Underway in the third. Hurdle wins the center ice faceoff. Kings have done a good job at shutting this line down. Last night, Hurdle and Meyer, 2 goals, 14 shots. Tonight, combined Just one shot on goal, and that was on a dump in from center ice. Moore on the exit. And Velarde hammers moving around the boards. You used the word exit last night. The exits out of the zone by San Jose were uncontested at times. Tonight, completely different story. Carter spun that one in the middle, picked off by Carlson. And Carlson in over the Kings line with Balser, centering pass in front of Hurdle. Off the wall, it's Meyer with a shot attempt collected by Velarde and cleared to neutral ice. Burns gloves it down, hands it off to Meyer, and that shot off the stick of Walker out of play.
Last play by Velarde just shows his struggle right now. He had some room and he just kind of flipped it out. He gave it back to the Sharks. Just what you were saying last night. You see what happens tonight. Different story. So, and Meyer was the player of the game last night. His skating with the puck, his attacking. So the Kings have rectified that. Now it's time to put one, at least one more in the San Jose net.
The bank up ahead. Couture gets by Anderson.
Okay, I'm back.
With a heavy hip check to knock Couture off his feet.
I am back. 2-2, Kings and Sharks, as we start this third period. And it can be brought out again. Move throughout for Iafallo, and here's LeBanc. Kevin LeBanc sends it, centering pass, 3-on-2, out for the Sharks. A backhander, and it comes across to the boards again. Nothing there, then Ferraro. He brings that across. Here's Kopitar. Back over for Šimek. Now Kane. A hit on Gambrell, and now Gambrell. Back from Šimek. He can't keep the puck in. And back down it goes. Run it in through, and down it goes over for Andreas Athanasiou. What's the score? 2-2. Will I do the announcer impersonation? Sure. This is a tie game, and this is the last game. I do like Sharks Kings a lot though, so this will be fun to do. I'm not a real fan of any of the California teams, though I do kind of like the Sharks. But the California teams battling against each other is really fun to watch. So it's not like a game like maybe Columbus and Carolina where it's like, no, it's a game like I'm going to really enjoy it and pay attention to it. But I'll do broadcaster impersonation. Just go ahead and give me announcers to try to do. Any announcer you give me, I'll try, but I may not be good. Like if you give me Mark Moser, like I'll try, but I might not be very good at it. So yeah, I'll do the announcer impersonation. Brought out now, it can be backhanded off the glass, and the Kings to try to keep it in. 16:40 to go in the third. 2-2 tie between LA and San Jose. This is very important to the playoff race. A save made by the goaltender for San Jose, and now the Sharks will bring it out. Patrick Marleau, guy that could go to the Kings. There's a shot off Grundstrom there, and it goes off the stick and out of play. John Forslund, okay. I'm just close my eyes thinking of how I can do, thinking of ways I can do his voice.
Still time then for friends of Theo Marine to get him a birthday present with a nice jersey.
Rick for Los Angeles and San Jose, and this tie up off the draw that never went through. Back for Timo Meyer. Used to play in the American Hockey League for so long for the Barracuda, and now Lizotte. It can be thrown back in again, and now comes across over for the Kings, Lizotte, and back for Jeff Carter. Carter thrown over, a chance in front, and he just whacked it on a cross and backed, rivaling his way through. Backed it loose for Ferraro and chipped it through. Ferraro in front, Hertel across, a pass. Ferraro goes to the goal, and it's off its moorings. And they're going to have to recheck this out. Johnny, Pierre. No, can't do it. Can't do Pierre. I tried. It's not really good at it.
If it's happened tonight, the middle is opened up in the defensive zone maybe 3 times in the game. 77, minor
Penalty slashing here. What's his name? Steve Goldstein, the guy that does this. For Alexander Barkov, let's go home, baby. That guy. What's his name? I just said his name. Steve Goldstein. Okay. Steve Goldstein, Steve Goldstein, I can do a lot better. Just front for the Sharks and taken back over across for Carlson. Set it on high over Meyer. Meyer shot, save it, rebound. It is held on through by Quick. It's kind of your voice like this and then go high. It's very interesting. Steve Goldstein. Throat check. Yep. Vinny. Yeah. He has a voice crack. That's the thing. He'll enter a thing on a voice crack. I don't know why. Drew Doughty to try to rifle this on through and spin it back and clear. Steve, Carlson's been so good for the Florida, for San Jose, and it can be really how they kind of surmount this power play. Back over Marlowe. Patrick Marlowe back to Carlson. Marlowe has been in the league for so long and won so much with the Sharks and spun on back. He tries to send it back in front, and there's Marlowe, and he just chopped it through. Carlson, a chance. And it's cleared back down again. That was my point of saying that? Yeah, I know. Here, Brent Burns just flows it on high. And back out again, Hertel. And Kane. Evander Kane stretches it through. Here's Kane. And he just rifled it back out again. Donato. And stretched to the boards. Sending it on back. And down again. Remember, next stoppage of puck, you change broadcasters. Throwing it on through for Burns at the wall. And the line over LeBanc. Tried to set in. LeBanc holding. Shooting one. And it never went through on Quick. Came to the line again. Stretched it on back. And Brent Burns thrown over for Hertel. Shoots it wide. And just down across. And back down McDermott to stretch it through and kill for the San Jose Sharks, the LA Kings. That's going to be fun. That'll be fun. There's actually a broadcaster I want to do that's amazing, and I understand some of you, but it's amazing that none of you requested it yet. It's going to be extremely hard for me, but it's incredible that none of you have requested that. It's not a very popular broadcaster, but he's definitely going to go down as one of the greatest ever to do it. I will do Ken Daniels, but it is kind of interesting that none of you have requested it. If you want to guess at who I'm talking about, you can. I won't be very good at it at all, but I just think that'd be fun. But Ken Daniels will be next, yeah. Dropped it over and thrown through. It spins out behind for Jonathan Quick. Jonathan Quick, a Stanley Cup winner twice in his career. And it backhander on for the Sharks to flow through back out again. It's not Jack Edwards. No, it's not Jack Edwards. Think super famous. It's way more famous than Jack Edwards. You should. I like Jack Edwards. I'm a big fan of Jack Edwards, and I've been trying to work on my Jack Edwards impersonations. No, not Doc. I believe Doc's the greatest ever. It's famous but obscure. I'll tell you this, if you're thinking of American broadcasters, stop thinking of American broadcasters. Brent Burns to just fly this out at the line. No, I love Jack Edwards. I think he's a great broadcaster. He just gets a lot of hate. Blown it back out and spun on through. Taken through Burns. Burns off of Jones and Couture Back out away. I had a nightmare on YouTube channel. Oh, I'm sorry, Charles. I know what the people on my channel does is wrong. I just, you know what? They do some really horrible things, and I've told them to stop. But you know what? It's not that I condone it. It's just that it's wrong, but there is absolutely nothing I can do. YouTubers and people like that don't have as much power. But Hugson, not Hugson, but you're in the right area. Not Hugson, but you're in the right area. Think before Hugson. Charles, I'm really sorry about that, man. I'm super sorry. I know what people have done before that have been bad. I don't condone it. I'm sorry. My sorries mean nothing, but I really feel your pain. I do. I don't know what it feels like, but I understand. Okay, I don't understand what it feels like, but I don't know what to say. I'm trying to understand what you're feeling, but I don't think I ever will, as this puck will come to quick and hold down. I haven't watched the Coyotes game. Oh, come on, man. You gotta watch some hockey. Don't even, when you see hockey, don't think of my stream. Think of what you like about hockey. Don't think of the horrible things that have been said. Also, happy Easter, everybody, for those who celebrate Easter. Happy Easter, because it is Easter Sunday officially now.
There are more ways to win with FanDuel.
That's horrible, man. I know my channel was really great for you, and then other people came on, and even if they weren't bad, people said horrible things, and some of them were bad, and you know, yeah. Hey, thank you for saying that, though, Charles, though, because I want you, I don't even care if you never watch my channel again. I don't care about that anymore. I really don't care about that. I just want you to feel happy, not even as a hockey fan, but as a person. I don't want you to feel angry or sad or ashamed or that you're nothing, because you are something. You are a great person, and you're going to turn into be a better man or woman. I'm not sure. Man. I want you to enjoy hockey again. I want you to enjoy life again. Oh, of course you enjoy life, but I want you to enjoy hockey. And I really just, you know what I mean? I don't think about those idiots or some of the things that are said. Just, I want you to go back to before this channel. I know it was a horrible change, but all right, that's all I'll say for today. That's all we said. But Avs fan, do you want to guess? Avs fan, you know what? Yeah, don't think of the people that say stuff that are insulting to you. Don't think of that. If you can, if you really can't think of anything though, just I don't know, man. Who is it? I was thinking Bob Cole. That's the person that I was thinking for that. Nobody's asked me to do Bob Cole yet, which is very interesting because he's one of the greatest ever to do it, but he's so underrated, obviously, because his style of broadcasting is a lot different. That's a fun one, though, right? All right, you want me to do Ken Daniels, right? Okay, I'll do Ken Daniels. All over the line, and it's just sent. Oh, absolutely, yeah, he's a legend, but nobody's asked me to. Yeah, run over the line, and it's sent through right on a cross, and it can be controlled back to center ice and stripped out to be played for San Jose, and an icing call against the Sharks. Oh, well, Mickey, it's just a great play that was made through where the San Jose Sharks, and you talk about who they've got, Brent Burns. Yeah, played in Minnesota, and you know, that's the thing. I remember watching him in junior, and he was such a great player, but an underrated guy to play defense, and how he could just skate down the ice and shoot the puck. Oh, boy. Meyer, and it's thrown on through. Mickey, you're absolutely correct. Back off of Kopitar and Timo Meyer. Meyer circling, and he just went down, and nobody was even there. And it can be thrown back over for Martin Jones to send this through and stretch it out off the crease and back down again. Here's Carlson. Carlson drops it off and worked on through Couture. Back out at center, and now Marlowe. He was on your list. Okay, I didn't know if he would have been. Also, nobody's asked me to do Hughson. I can do a great Hughson. Over to Carlson. Shot. Oh, that one ran off of quick and out of play. And we got a commercial. 9:31 to go in the third period, and it's 2-2. The LA Kings of the San Jose Sharks. That's by Ken Daniels. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Like a little kid. Candy shop. I don't know what that was. Ooh, John Shorthouse. That's going to be a good – that's going to be a good one. I can do Shorty. Also, I know we already talked about it, but Avs fan 29, how insane – You didn't say anything wrong, Charles. You didn't do anything wrong. You listen to me. You did nothing wrong. People just interpreted what you said. You not understanding that they were joking, even though their jokes were cruel. Everybody on this channel are actually good people, but they say bad things and they retaliate. And they were so thin-skinned when you would say something. When you would say, "Hey, I find that racist. Hey, I find that homophobic," whatever. And they would just come at you with slurs and stuff. They don't hate you, Charles. Yeah, I know. They don't hate you. Avs fan 29, he's specifically talking about like Nathan and Trent and all them. They're little kids that have thin skin and don't know anything about you and are trying and think that you're a bad person and you're not. They don't hate you. There's nothing you can do different. There's nothing you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, Charles. It's just some people just, when you're growing up, you're just ignorant. Or you're just ignorant. I don't know what some of that was ignorant and it was bad and it was wrong. And I should have deleted comments and muted people a lot earlier than I did. I wasn't on the 8 ball. That's my bad. That's on me. I did the wrong thing. LA Kings also playing Arizona soon. That was on me. But, Charles, I didn't hate you. I don't know why other people did. But I hope that, I hope you can not even forgive me, but I hope you can feel happy with hockey and with life at some point, really. You follow! Could not tip this through. But there's that. Okay, I'm doing John Shorthouse. We rim back out again to just play chase for the LA Kings. And they've got Lazant and Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty right there spun through, and it's back to follow to try to send it through. Kids don't understand jokes. No, they don't. And kids also, I don't think it's just they don't understand jokes. When they make jokes, their jokes are insensitive. Like they'll make insensitive jokes, and then they will feel sensitive to insensitive jokes. Like there'll be you'll take an insensitive wisecrack, not insensitive, but like a dark humor joke at them, and they'll get offended. But if they try it back at you, and just say you get offended, they'll get offended that you get offended, whatever it was. Nathan apologized personally, but his comments weren't as disrespectful. Oh, was it Trent? Okay, so Brandon is his cousin. I don't know what Brandon's thing was. He was very mean. Trent, when Trent said stuff, when he posted that video of the word, Charles, Trent trolls. Trent just trolls people. He tries to make people upset as a joke. I never was into trolling. Brandon, and he did say some stuff that was wrong. Charles, I don't know Brandon's thing. I don't know him as much. I don't personally know any of you guys, but I don't know Brandon as much as Nathan and the other one. I just know that Nathan and him are cousins, so I can't speak for Brandon. They don't differentiate a joke from what is actually right. Charles, was it T. Stolly or was it someone else? If it's T. Stolly, I can talk to him personally, and he's just a joker that tries to make stuff insensitive. If it's Brandon, I really can't help you because I don't know him well enough, and I don't understand what makes him tick. Pass to the goal goes wide. Oh, wait, I'm doing short house. Pass to the goal goes wide. And here's a centering chance that it just come across the wall. Centered over for Leonard. Leonard chopped over for Gambrell. Gambrell back to center. Brandon. Oh, there we go. Charles, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know him well enough. I can talk to him about it. Next time I talk to him, I'll talk to him about it. Charles, I will do that for you. Absolutely. I will do that for you. But Brandon, I don't know him. I know him far less than the other two. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he was trying to troll. I don't know if he's just mean on purpose. I don't know his thing. I don't know his thing. We're gonna have a stoppage here, but I don't know his thing, Charles. But I can tell you, I don't know why he hates you, but I don't hate you, and that's now we know who the guy is, though. This is good. This is good. I feel like I'm a therapist. Me, the connection. Avs fan, are you good? Because my connection just spazzed out. Are you good now? Avs fan, type if you're good. Because the connection went out. And tell me who the next broadcaster is. Tell me who the next broadcaster is. Spun out the Sharks at the right circle. Meyer with it. Who's the next broadcaster? Meyer out. Burns blocked. And sent into the San Jose zone. 7 minutes to go in the period. Andreas Athanasiou was there. Timo Meyer back out to center. Hertel dropped it in through. And sent back Cirelli. Not Cirelli. Here's Kopitar. Missed an open cage with Jones. AWOL. Montreal. English or French? Oh, I can't speak French. Kopitar. 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 Yes, if the Van der Kane, Van der Kane, Van der Kane, quick, save the really, 32 shots. I don't, I'm telling you, I don't know words. I never learned French. But Kopitar, the bull, there's a bull, not soft and Christoph. I can't. I never learned French. I just listened to the broadcast. All right, new broadcaster, Avs fan 29. New broadcaster. Who am I doing now? Kempe to the goal, and Martin Jones will hold the puck with 5:58 to go in the third. We go to commercial. Matt McConnell. Okay, somebody Charles has probably listened to many of times. Matt McConnell. I think that's his name. Ooh, this is hard. Ooh. Very difficult. I know, because Brandon is a jerk and said horrible things to you. I know. I will bring it up. I will bring it up.
Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
Hey, look. I got it.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
You clean dishes as you cook to save time and stay ahead of the mess. But
also, I don't think he's an ignorant adult. I think they're the same age, but still.
The faster, easier way to clean as you go. It cleans grease 5 times faster. On easy messes, just spray, wipe, and rinse. On tough messes, the spray-activated suds cut through grease.
Oh, come on. I feel really bad about that because that was your thing. That was your enjoyment, and I didn't want my toxic stream to take that away from your life. Taking hockey away from someone's life is just, it's hell. So I don't want that. So I guess I'm going to have to talk to him the next point that he gets onto the chat.
Well, the Kings find themselves in a situation that so far this year they've done very well. Second game of the 2 games.
After this game is over, we're going to be done. Oh, so Matt McConnell. That's right, Matt McConnell. Okay, how am I going to do this?
How it goes both ways. And before the season started, Alex, we were doing a podcast, and I was talking about that. You know, the scouting is going to be there, but the other team's going to know as much about you as you know about them. And it probably shows up more in the special team area. And that's where I think the rest of the league is caught up to the Kings' power play. The Kings trying to make readjustments at this point. Bottom line, under 6 minutes, we're tied 2-2.
Kings are 9-4-2 in the second game of a 2-game.
In and back over, and that could be sent out at the corner. Dropped it out away, back over for Hertel, and dropped in again at the blue line, trying to get through. And center net, Carter, back over, a shot. And a save made by Jones. Oh, I can't see your friends the bigger me. Trent is the highest point. Me, his whole thing is a meme.
Maybe just a little bit of interference there, because, you know, the puck was well ahead of both guys. I think many times when that happens, though, both players decide to lock up. Then the referee said,
But yeah. All right. New broadcaster, Avs fan. New broadcaster. Because there's a stoppage. New broadcaster quickly, because they just dropped the puck.
Bank moves it ahead and feathers it in. Dowdy and Kane after it. Kopitar knocks it on the end boards to Dowdy, and the Kings can break out.
No, I'm not using that as an excuse. No way would I use that. No way would I use that excuse, because we've said it a couple times to the point where it sounds like an excuse, but I don't want to. I want to stop saying that. You're right. That's not an excuse to use. I'm saying that it is something that is said before. Yeah. Brandon will have to. I will talk to Brandon about that. And yeah, that's something. Also, when I was your age, I never knew any of that stuff either. I would have never said stuff as well as Gambrell, score, Gambrell, 3-2, 3-2 Sharks. Oh, Gambrell, the streak right in front, and Dylan Gambrell just went to the net, and it's 3-2. Dave Bissell starts, or Tyler Pratt. They just come through and you know, what the hell is this defenseman doing? He wasn't even looking at the play. A bad play by Quick. Gambrell just put right in the net into the fire play, and it just goes through. Where San Jose Sharks, they take a 3-2 lead. Yeah, Phil, I think that's the third time they've taken a lead when they have had over 5 shots on goal, and that same possession as the puck is going to go out of play of the San Jose Sharks. But, Charles, you didn't do anything wrong. You just told them to stop, that they were being homophobic, and he was. Clearly he was. And he was offended by your joke because he's an idiot, I'm guessing. And stupid. You were on the right road. I don't know why you did that. See, I don't know when he DM'd you, and I don't want to know. Don't post here where he DM'd you, but I'll get rid of it. How did they know about you? You were on previous streams with them before. They didn't know about you. I don't know what they said. Absolutely. But Avs fan 29, did you like me doing Dave Mishkin and Phil Esposito over there? Did you like that? He's a lot better than I thought. All right, new broadcaster, Avs fan, new broadcaster. Doughty can bring it in at center and chop it through again. It's 3-2 Sharks. 3:18 to go in the third, and brought it in. Yeah. I don't know them personally either. They're just in the Discord community, but I agree. We're just here to have fun and enjoy hockey, and then this happens. Oh, and it's sent over to Kopitar. Ansei Kopitar stretched it back. And you follow. Was never able to pull the trigger. Drew Doughty back over Kopitar. A shot blocked in front. Here's a chance shot up high. And it's sent over to Brown. Look for your follow. I could read what I wrote. All the comments are deleted now, though. Yeah, it's true. It's really sad, too, because I kind of like that. Here are the Sharks now on a break. Gonna send in a backhander and a save by Jonathan Quick. He sends it to the wall and over for LA. It can be sent back down again and an icing against the Los Angeles Kings. Right. No, I understand, Charles. I understand. I'm on your side. I want you to let you know. Well, no, that's the other thing. Excuse me, not on your side. That's the other problem. There shouldn't be sides. It should just be right and wrong. I mean, as a side. And you're an idiot for being insensitive to people and treating people like crap and not doing the right thing. Not Charles, not saying you are. I'm saying Brandon was. I don't have their DMs. I don't know what he DM'd you. I just know what was in general. Oh, you know what? I got rid of general. Anything that was in general is gone. There's a new general, but it's not that. So anything that was sent in general is gone. I deleted it for your sake. Because there was some weird stuff being sent. Yeah, no, Charles. I know that's what you meant. If it was on anything but general, then I don't know. If it was, I don't think it was on it. The things that Brandon said, I think were DM'd to you. I don't think, which means only you and Brandon can find them. Icing against San Jose.
Away from the net as opposed to towards the net, because sometimes the edge of the puck hits the ice.
This is something. Oh, wouldn't I have to turn it upside down? How do I turn it upside down? No. This is something Brandon said, but I don't know if you can see it well. You know, Brandon, Charles, Brandon actually apologized to you, but Brandon kind of like just tossed it apology. He didn't really work for it. He didn't really like try for a big apology, for an important, heartfelt apology, high road like Nathan did. He just went for, I'm sorry, can we get over it? Which doesn't work because that's not. You'll put it here. Avs fan, can you just send it to Charles? Can you not put it here? Because I don't want this here. If you can. 47 seconds left. All right, Avs fan, who am I doing for the rest of the third period? Who am I doing for the rest of the period? Doughty with it, left circle. Doughty drops it through again and lost the puck. Sent it back. Either is good, but I'm just my preference as the streamer. I don't want it here. Hit the outside of the post. It wouldn't have counted anyway. LeBanc was offside. Yeah, that's what I saw. Yep. That's the one. That's the one that I thought it was. Which again, Charles, is him just tossing a soft apology that doesn't really mean that much to you. It doesn't. Not really. It's not sustainable. It's not has gusto in it. It's not from the heart. That I said that night, I don't think they were there. I think they were on the YouTube. I don't think they were here.
It would be a killer. I mean, it's not like the Sharks overwhelmed the Kings in tonight's game.
I remember that.
We'll take a peek at the standings and the reason
Right,
why it's
right. That's what I'm saying, Avs fan.
the Kings with games in hand there. Sharks.
Oh, and Avs fan, yeah, you joined Tampa and Florida for the 54 points. Oh, it is meaningful to you? Oh, then never mind. We're saying it's meaningless because we thought that it wasn't meaningless to you. I don't know. Whatever feels meaningful to you, Charles. Because let me tell you something, Charles. That last night when they were saying stuff to you, while Colorado was playing Vegas, I went into another room at campus and I read them the riot act. Like, I really went at him. And I don't know if Brandon understood, but I felt like Nathan understood. And you felt fine with him. So your follow goes to the net, saved by Jones. Not fine with him, but better. I just want those comments. Well, there's the comments are right there. They're under memes, Charles. If you go to memes, they're under there. I'm going to go scourge the rest of the Discord to see if they're under anything else. Backed it out down. Dustin Brown tried to send this off of Burns. And it's chipped out to the corner and moved out again. Throwing this puck out and tipped across again and down to center ice. The game is over. San Jose wins 3-2 over the LA Kings. I will see you guys on Monday night, Minnesota, Colorado at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Have great Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Have a great Easter, everybody. He said that? That's disgusting. Yeah, I agree, Charles. That's disgusting. I can't believe he said that. That's horrible. I will talk to whenever I can reach out to him, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him about that, and I'll read him the riot act again, and hopefully he'll give you a heartfelt apology, which doesn't change anything, but it at least hopefully will make you feel better. Good night, everybody. Happy hockey, everybody. See you on Monday night for Wild and Avs. St. Paul with fans there. Happy hockey, everybody, and happy Easter, everybody.